We up. Top of the top. What's up? Hope everybody good. We back. Intro. What's going on, y'all? We up. Friday, TGIF. We back again. Good to see everybody. Shout out to everybody that's in tune, everybody that's up, everybody that's live, everybody that's tapped in. Shout out to all the members, moderators. What's up, y'all? Got a lot to talk about. We back another week. I don't know how the week's flying. We at the end of the summer almost. Yeah. We're gonna get into it, y'all. What's up? Good to see everybody this morning. What's up? Everything will be time stamped. Later on, members only lounge. I'll be live later. Yeah. So that's people get to pull up, chill out, whatever, questions, chop it up, stuff like that, laugh and joke. That's what I do. That's what we do. What's up, Bad Star? Shout out to everybody that's here. I'm going to holler at y'all throughout the show. What's up, Uncle Diddy? What's up, Timo? We live on the internet, y'all. We're going to get into it. First thing first, I want to make something clear from yesterday. And some of the things I be saying, because I got my own way of talking, but when you talking on lives, you can't explain everything. So it's like I say, it's hard to speak certain things without offending people. I don't come to offend people, but you're going to get offended. It's just what it is. But what I want to make clear, like when I was talking about yesterday about this thing with a real man, let me make this clear. It's no way a man's supposed to look. A man don't have a particular look. A man is who he is. But the reason why I've been talking about this hair stuff is for a reason. It's a lot of reasons. When I've been talking about this hair, this beard and long hair, it's because, for one, men became too infatuated with their hair too much, with the wrong stuff. For two, it is the criminal profile. It's just what it is. And for three, it is the style of rap music. But I'm going to show you why I be saying this stuff. I'm going to show you why right now. See that right here? Green card holder detained in Texas. Begs for ICE to deport him. What am I showing y'all? It's not just people that are so-called Spanish. It is not just people from South America. When I kept telling you this, when I've been telling you, it is people here that have stolen your identity because your identity is a uniform and anybody could put it on and act like they're you. This is what I kept telling y'all. When you lost your original style, you lost your original identity. That means anybody was able to copy you, counterfeit you. Identity theft. Now you got to understand that everybody in this country been benefiting more than you because they've been looking like you, taking what's yours. So after he gets what he wants, they live without paying taxes. They have a ball. They do better than you in America. They do better than you. What he say? Send me home. Please send me home. What else did I tell you? Didn't I also tell you a lot of people going to be getting rounded up in that shit? A lot of them people right there. And remember, everybody in this country that signed away their American rights, like I said, it was a movement in America with the Moors, and they were promoting for people to claim they're from somewhere else. Deny your American U.S. citizenship. Well, I'm going to tell you again, anybody that denied their U.S. citizenship, you will get rounded up. That's what's going to happen. But I also just want to show you, I don't know what country he's from, but I want you to see how you come in from anywhere. He could be from Sudan. Sudan is where the real black people from, the blue black, the real black. People been here perpetrating frauds from all over. That's what these dummies don't get, y'all. So this, when I've been talking about this, how anybody could take your culture, it's coded under rap. All you got to do is act like you're a hip-hop fan, act like you're in the rap, you look like them, dress like them, you become them. But in the real world now, you can get all their benefits, you can get all their shit. And then when it's all said and done, you go back home. No, y'all, you have no clue. When I said everybody was trying to be everybody's culture, but this is why I talk about the beard and the long hair and the dreads. It's a reason for that. When I know this was the criminal look. This look means F America. I know because I lived it. It means F America. That's what it means. It means I don't want that in society. Yeah, people look like that now while they work, but I'm telling you, it means you got a labor job. 9 times out of 10, unless you got a degree or you've been at your job for a long time and you growed it out. It don't matter how you got it. Don't matter what you get. Other people that are not you look at that as a criminal profile, point blank, period, or you love rap music. It is a classification, y'all. So that's why this weekend I'm going to be giving clarity on this classification stuff. When I've been telling y'all for the past years, your looks, appearance mean everything. Your credentials mean everything now. But you're going to see that when you live the life of rebellion and you follow rap music, it made you look like a damn criminal when you're not. It made you be put in a big ass bucket, a big barrel, a big look at them because you're not smart enough to keep your own identity. You look like everybody else. But the majority of people that look like this is the modern day criminal. See, I'm not tell you I do in real life shit. When I go in the store and I look in the store and I see 5 men in the store look just like that. I'm talking about look just like that. 5 and 1 at the store. I'm looking like this. Then I'm seeing brothers with, they got, you know how King Von and them came with the ropes? I'm seeing grown ass men with ropes in their hair. Nice and neat, but I'm just like, yo, you see it clear as day. And like I said, I know how it go. If he's not in the street, he got a labor job. So when I said I saw 5 brothers in the store with their hairstyle, they all had on labor jobs going to work. I know how this shit work, y'all. Meaning, I've been telling y'all these stereotypes, but you didn't know your life was based on stereotypes. This is what I'm talking about. When I say it's not about what you like, it's not about what I like, it's not about what I know, I'm telling you what it is. All right? I know what dreads really mean. I know what it's really all about. But what I'm telling you, you are the only one that are not in position to always wear your culture on your sleeve. Therefore, you didn't know your culture has been used against you, or meaning your beliefs, whatever you believe in. So let's talk about the small hat people real quick. They got their own community, right? They got their own dress code. What else they got? Their own schools, their own businesses. See, a lot of y'all don't understand American concept. You want to be from everywhere else, but you want to still fit into society. Then you cry when society don't let you in. No, it don't work like that, y'all. We'll get into that later. Top of the top, I had to just let that be known that when I be talking about certain things, I'm not talking about brothers in their head that make them no man, because you can have a bald head, a fade, and still be a punk. They ain't got nothing to do with it. It's a lot of things, but I'm telling you, a lot of punks been hiding behind dreads and beards. And 9 times out of 10, they're rap fans / criminals, y'all. This is what I'm talking about, the new world. You want to be a new you, get you a new look. That's where you start at. All right? Top of the top. Enough of that. We're going to get into the real talk. Well, we still got entertainment. But, yeah, we're going to get into the real conversation. What's good, y'all? We up. All right. It's being said that when we saw Diddy's recent lawsuits, it's being said that he's out for revenge. So, you know, we spoke about certain things like people didn't go check on his kids, his family, stuff like that, his immediate friends. So yesterday, his family went to the courthouse. They went to the jail. Diddy was still trying to get out on bail, y'all. So they allegedly also went up there to, you know, I think they went up there to see he was going to get bail, because now they're pushing, which is kind of true. The jail he in is one of the worst, dirtiest. It's dirt. They saying the one he in right now is very dirty, very nasty. There's a lot of stuff going on. Y'all know it's been riots since there's been little fightings, cuttings. They saying there's maggots in the food, all of that. I don't know about that part. I don't know if that was a reach, but they saying there's maggots in the food. They saying it's horrible. So I think Diddy, he trying to use that to get out. He trying to use whatever he can to get out until October. But it's also something I'm seeing in this case, because this for those who know about Nicky Barnes, it's the same thing happened with Nicky Barnes. He was a famous drug dealer in New York City during the heroin era. He was a celebrity. Nicky Barnes was a Diddy of their time, but he didn't do no music. He just sold drugs, and they put him on covers. He was a star, celebrity. But what this is what's looking like with the Diddy trial. It's kind of parallel with Nicky Barnes. The same thing tied up with New Jack City, Nino Brown. They from Harlem, right? But it's this story of Nicky Barnes went to jail. And all his friends let him rot. They didn't try to help him. They started messing with his girl, all this other stuff. So then Nicky Barnes turned around and told on everybody. It was just like the Diddy trial. Nicky Barnes stood up. He said, I'm going to take this time. He allegedly played the same role as Diddy. But when he got hit and he realized his friends turned on him and they wasn't there for them, after that, Nicky Barnes went back and told on everybody, 100-something people. So I said also it's a possibility Diddy can still do that too. So I'm trying to tell you, this thing is going to always shift. But if he start telling on people, don't be surprised. If videos and shit start leaking, don't be surprised, y'all. Because we're going to talk about TEYANA, and what we're going to look at today is, for those who know on this channel, you know TEYANA is part of the family. Puff Daddy and the family. She one of the members. So when I see her have to pay out $70,000, and I know she never really had a career, and I know that Diddy used a lot of women to put on men, that's what y'all don't get. So today we're going to go into how when Diddy was around the younger people. Something else I'm going to prove, when Diddy was around the younger people, we're going to look at the proof that he was done with everybody from his era, meaning he was done with all the old heads. When you see everybody speaking about Diddy now, they're all from an old era. He been cut all his old heads off. He been cut them all off. I'm talking about Nori, all meaning he put them to work, but he was not dealing with the old heads. When I was talking about the people that call him Puff and the people from the Bad Boy era, when Biggie, and after that the Cassie era. Those I told you when we talk about Cassie, y'all, that's still the old Diddy. You want to know what Diddy was about recent? You got to go into Young Miami. You got to go in when he was with Lori Harvey, TEYANA, when he was hanging with Justin and them. When he was hanging with Justin and them, that's when he was around the young crowd. It all goes together. When I showed y'all yesterday, he with the young crowd, Lil Baby and all of them. But see, also we're going to look at today how Diddy was using the young boys, his sons, to lure in other women, their age. So when we was looking at Diddy and Lori Harvey, he stole Lori from Justin. Now, you might got it wrong. Maybe he used Justin and them as a front, so it won't be looked as suspect as Diddy messing with these younger women. Also, we're going to take a look at what I said. When Diddy was messing with the younger woman, in my opinion, that was him taking shots at Cassie. Because right after him and Cassie broke up, that's when Diddy went on his young shit. Yes, y'all. Yes. We're going to look at that today. And we're going to look at how, once again, how 9 times out of 10, Diddy put TEYANA on imanshumpert because TEYANA belonged to Diddy. Where TEYANA come out at? Through Kanye, right? Stuff like that? Okay, no, I told you, everybody you see go back to Diddy. Once again, let's go. Live documentaries, the end of an era, let's go. All right, so when I saw this picture, I know what's up. Like I said, I don't think he's going out like a punk. I also know this thing is deeper than what we know because it's about industry rulership. It's about a lot of different things. So y'all know how it is. If the boss get fired or somebody get fired, it's always about this. Who's next? Who's next up to take the spot? So I know a lot of them I know a lot of them want that chair. This is what I spoke about with Fat Joe, Busta Rhymes, Jay-Z, when all these people thought that Diddy was going to get fried and they're going to get the chair next. But you're going to see the seat is still there. Another thing that's very important is Diddy still has his money. The Rico would have took his money. He still has his money, which means he still have a little power. When I was saying the other day, he still got a little power. But this is the thing. There's no guarantee how much time he get. What we got proof of? We got proof that nobody put their face on Front Street for that trial. Nobody. Now, we also going, it's people that been taken up for him in the media, but nobody put their face on, nobody put their career on the line for him. We'll just say that. Even though he might have helped a lot of people with their career, a lot of them didn't step up for him. All right, so we're just looking at how things are shifting. Now you see the other baby mother playing her position. Now let's look. She didn't come out the whole time. Why? Because he was still facing them charges. But now that everything is cool, she can come out and play the baby mother now. All right, because remember, the trial was about woman abuse. And just like, Janice. There go Janice. For those who don't know, once again, he made Mary J. Blige look like Janice. All right, he made... Diddy controlled them all, y'all. He controlled their looks, everything, man. So, Janice is dead, but Janice been ashamed herself the whole time because that's her damn son. Yo, bro, how would you feel if your mother had to hear your freaky tales, your freaky stories. You see how this shit is all weird? Yo, how would you feel if your mother and your kids heard about your sexual escapades, bro? Your mother heard all your your mama heard all the freaky stuff you do. But that's how you know they're a freaky, weird family. It's just what it is, y'all. All right? But it's just showing you. He is disgraced. He's not coming back. But for me, looking at the pictures, it looked like his family ain't nothing without him. It looked like they only, I mean, it's simple. He's been taking care of them their whole life. How much do they really know? They all look vulnerable. But not only that, y'all, I'm pretty sure Diddy mad at a lot of people. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm pretty sure. But he has to play the good guy role. He got to still get in good grace. No, he got to still work his way out of there. But I'm pretty sure between him getting embarrassed is one thing. Now his family getting embarrassed. All right? Because it was kind of like they went down there for nothing. Because, like, I think they expected him to get out because Diddy using underhand. He's trying to get out through He's trying to use circumstance of the prison. He's trying to find so many ways to come home on bond till October. So his last thing he using now is that the prison is so dirty, filthy, or his life in jeopardy, the food is contaminated. He just want to come home on bond to his court date. And his family went to go check up on that. But they got disappointed. Let's go. They continue. MDC routinely serves food that is expired and infested with maggots. They then attach the image of beans that appeared to be covered in the white worm-like creatures. They allege the maggot-infested food captured in that photo is unfortunately not an uncommon experience. So y'all see what they're saying. They're saying in that prison, they're saying, again, dirty, corrupted food, stuff like that. So he's using that to try to get out. So, also another thing people must understand is a lot of the stuff Diddy is doing is to torment the celebrity and his peers. This whole Diddy trial, it was for the people of Hollywood, the people in Diddy's immediate family team, his organization, and it was also to the fans that look up to all of this. It's a lot of reasons why he had to get spanked, disciplined up, and put. Get it? He got dealt with like Toby. If you saw the movie Roots, the way they did Toby, they made sure everybody watched it. That's what this was about. You got to remember, when he's looked at as a king, when he's looked at to his people as somebody not to be F with, you don't mess with Puff. Puff in your career. When he's looked at by so many people like that, they had to let those same people see that he's nothing. We're going to show you. We will break him. And he's nobody. He only got power over y'all. This is when what they showing through this Diddy stuff to the celebrities is like, you gonna watch your father get his ass whipped. You know your father used to whip your ass, right? Now you're gonna watch your father get his ass whipped. Now some of them like, yeah, damn right. That's what I say. Some of them probably like, yeah, get him out of here. Hopefully get 20 years. Because he's been tormenting them for so long. He controls them. But now we're going to look at how you think Diddy looking at this. Now, he know he got power. He still got his money. We also going to talk about how the wildfires are back in California, burning that shit up. Meanwhile, Diddy still got his mansion. He still got his mansion. He still got his money. He's not facing a lot of time. Now let's look at how we think he might feel about all his so-called friends. You know, we see the Roc Nation. Let's think of all his so-called friends. When I say it's not over yet, y'all, this man could tell on 50 people, them cameras will get released. This fool still come home on probation because it's not over yet. All right, so let's look. Sam Manju, a federal prison consultant, has told the Mirror US that the prison is the worst in the country. He said Brooklyn happens to be the worst possible facility in all of detention centers in the U.S. So this is the excuse they're using for Diddy to come home on bail, bond, whatever you want to call it. He's trying to get home before he got to do this time. That's his whole perspective. He's trying to come home. Now, in my opinion, he might be trying to come home, be freaky, be with his family, and then do his time. All right? But you see his kids out there. So they out there looking lost and stupid, y'all. They looking lost. You see them, right? They all, his whole family look lost without him, y'all. Because he took care of them their whole life. They don't know nothing else. So you starting to see it play out. But I'm looking at how I'm going to assume it's going to be repercussions for this, y'all. That's what I'm going to assume. Yeah. And I'm not just talking violence. I'm talking about stuff happening. Also, don't forget, we're going to get into Teyana Taylor. Teyana Taylor's part of the family, too. So a lot of this stuff is going to play out. So I just look at it with common sense. If I helped y'all with y'all career, if I've been making sure y'all eat, most of these people been around my kids. Y'all been around these kids since they were toddlers, before they were born. And like I said, Kanye is the only one that checked on them. Kanye West is the only one that checked on the kids, allegedly, and the only one that went to see him in jail. So anybody know that means a real friend. So anything less than Kanye West, you know what's up. Also, don't forget, Kanye's running around out here too. Kanye is the time bomb. Kanye is Diddy's mouthpiece as well. So I know what they're going to do. I know they're going to start back up. Eventually, they're going to start back up putting pressure on these entertainers. And Kanye going to be the one to do it. Remember, he came up with the Klan suit on, right? Oh, that's all you got to know. It's not over yet, y'all. It's not over. Because this is what I look at. He took embarrassment from the trial, but I look at it like he's not taking no more embarrassment from nobody else. That's what's part of that lawsuit. That $50 million. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, he got two $50 million lawsuits. So we're going to get into a few things today. But when I tell you about the Diddy trial, it is so much that this trial was about. So yesterday, I didn't get to talk about this because it's all together. 11 suspected gang members arrested in sex trafficking ring along Figueroa Corridor in South Los Angeles. Now, let me show you this while it's all together. When I spoke about troops on the ground in California, we're going to talk about that again today. I'm going to break it down for you again what this 2020, 2028, 2030 is about and how I knew Los Angeles was going to get cleaned up. Because it was not just the most corrupt city. First of all, we talk about corrupt city. I'm not talking about regular civilians that do what they're supposed to do. The civilians in California don't understand. They've been prisoners of the state. Civilians, you have never been able to live a normal life because you've been in a city that's been so infested with criminal, demonic energy and behavior. It's called the city of angels for a reason. The city of fallen angels. The city of demons. This is what I'm trying to show y'all. The troops on the ground is not just for illegals. It's also for the gang. Let me put it together for you. What are gang members called? Criminals. Code word. What does criminal mean? Illegal. Same thing. Illegals, criminals. Same thing. But instead of calling the migrants criminals, the ones that ain't supposed to be here, to make it clear, you call them illegals. Because common sense, when I've been breaking all this down, it's a chain of command, it's a pyramid, and nobody's going to duck it. The cartels are richer than the celebrities. You don't understand that these cartels live in mansions. Some of these cartels was living amongst the celebrities. They are the drug supply. The cartels supply the woman for the parties. They supply the drugs. They supply whatever you want to need. That's the cartels. The real rich people of California, if you get this clear. The cartels, the Hollywood people, the gangbangers in the street all go together. Those are the three pillars of the Los Angeles corruption. I'm going to say it again. The three pillars of Los Angeles corruption. First starts with the cartels. Then it's the gangs. Then you have the Hollywood people. Those are the three pillars why the average person would never get arrested for piece of break, but this always been like that. It's a cycle that don't stop. The cartels were the one keep it going. The drugs. Celebrities need their drugs. Gangs need their drugs. The streets need their drugs. It's a pyramid. So I showed you. It's first first it was Hollywood. Then it's the cartels. Then it's the low-level street gangs. Then after that, it's the illegals. All in California. All based on money. When you understand that all dirty money must be traced and tracked. All illegal activity must be traced and tracked. All people getting rich, not paying taxes must be traced and tracked. Anybody going against the American flag and American people, American public must be traced and tracked. Anybody that's even a little threat of shooting an innocent person by mistake, breaking somebody's property, going on somebody's property. Anybody with an illegal thought in their mind is a criminal. They don't got to do it. All they got to do is think about it. They're criminal. Minority Report. If you want to live in heaven, the only way you're going to see it is when all this shit get cleaned up. I know it sounds like you ain't going. I know it sounds like it's impossible. I mean it. You probably never figured it'd be a day you actually come outside, don't got to worry about nothing. But it's going to happen. I'm also going to continue to show you when I said it is America. Look, this country is not beefing with no country. They are not in no war. And I told you, the beef is right here. A lot of y'all kept talking about civil war. People kept talking about all this shit. You're watching it. Do you know what civil war really is? Do you know what civil war really is? The civil war really supposed to be the civilians taking their shit back from the fucking criminals and illegals. That's supposed to be the real civil war, dummy. The real civil war is people here acting like they're regular civilians, but they're illegal and they're not. And their whole purpose is crime, kill, murder, kill, rape. That's their life. They're not civilians. The real civil war is supposed to be civilians taking their shit back. But you were trained to go against your own government, not against illegals and foreigners. So I'm going to keep showing you how your ass backwards. You're lost. You had love for everything wrong. So it got to be corrected and fixed. It's just that some of y'all going to be casualties of war. That's what's going to happen. Talking to smart people. All right? Now, let's look what it said the gangs was doing, because y'all don't get the biggest form of money was drugs, sex. Drugs, sex. Fentanyl, the drug that knock your ass out, put your ass in bondage. Fentanyl also is a kidnapping drug. You put somebody on it, knock their ass out, put them in the trunk, let's go. It goes with the gangs, it goes together. I know you don't comprehend because your life is a joke. Some of y'all do not comprehend. They were kidnapping people, putting them on movies, TVs, Instagram. Why you think your Instagram is different? When I told y'all a couple years ago, a lot of those Instagram models are kidnapped women for prostitution purposes. You don't get it. Because when no woman was getting flew out, or when those women be in the city and they working, they got men flying in LA to go see those dates. What a lot of people don't know is the gang control those women. Yeah, the gang got them women in a hotel working, but the gang outside watching their ass, and they ain't going nowhere. It's a lot of shit with this, y'all. 11 suspected gang members arrested in sex trafficking ring. You hear that? 11 gang members. You know what that means? Snatch your ass up, you're gone. This is what they've been doing. Also, you have to understand, they know in the last day that criminals don't have no more drugs. The only way they can make money is through sexual activity. That's what the Diddy trial is about. When I say they know the last form of selling sex is the only major income to pay bills, meaning gangs, what you're not looking at. Women getting snatched up, old and young, men, and transsexuals. This is what was played out to y'all. See, and when it was down south, and they found that bunker that was down south, but it was 10 people. This is 11 people, and I'm telling you, you got people, you got the 2 that's going to snatch you up. Hey, you might got one guy set you up. You thought you thought you was on a date. You thought this and the third, but you ain't know he a gangbanger. He's in the gang. He luring your ass to the trap. Y'all gonna go on a date. You gonna get kidnapped. 2 got the van. They got the spot. They got the security guards where they gonna watch it. You ain't going nowhere. This is what I've been trying to show y'all. This has been a reality that's been going on, y'all. Been going on. But guess how it's been going on? In the streets where everything is fair game. See, remember that girl that ran away years ago that's grown? Remember you kept hearing all these people saying, I don't deal with my family. I don't deal with my family. I don't deal with my family. Well, a lot of people that don't deal with their family, they're the main victims of being kidnapped. Because they didn't know that people actually find all your shit out. Oh, yeah, shorty. Oh, yeah, that's what's up. You in California, children? How long you out here for? Oh, you just trying to get you some money? Okay, that's what's up. But next thing you know, I snatched the fuck up. Oh, you from New York, right? Okay. Well, you 3,000 miles away from home now. That's it for you. No phone, no nothing. We got somewhere you're going to go at, and you ain't going to know where you at. We're going to take you blindfolded, all that shit. And you're just going to get money. That's what they've been doing, y'all. So, let's go. Well, I'm going to show you why all this shit is about, why LA getting smashed out, burnt out. It's just karma, too. 11 suspected gang members. We're at Los Angeles. Wipeouts. Multi-county efforts leads to a dozen arrests in human trafficking operations. What else am I showing y'all? Meanwhile, everybody laughing at the Diddy trial. When I kept telling you, the secret is, what everybody know is, these guys, y'all the main participants in sex trafficking. Sex selling, sex trafficking. The Diddy trial is about y'all. It was telling y'all how all y'all about to go to jail for the same shit. That's what it means. All right? So, when you understand the codes of this country, you'll understand everything is not a secret. And I'm not a genius. Boston police arrest 13 in human trafficking bus near Mass. All this week news. When I said it's not going to stop, people going to be getting locked up the whole summer because your country had an epidemic of the most criminals, the most sexual deviants. This country was damn near sanctioned to abuse humans. You just think every scary movie you saw, you just think every movie, that shit was going on for real. Yup. And a lot of it was going on in the place you least expect. See, when I was telling you, the cities are the game. See, the cities was the fair game to snatch your ass up. New York, Chicago, Detroit, Florida, you see what I'm saying? Ohio, Cleveland. But they take your ass somewhere in the country. Or when you're in Cali, they're going to take you somewhere to that desert. Or they're going to take you somewhere in the desert in Vegas. You somewhere in the middle of nowhere. But you from a city. But now you're in the middle of nowhere. See? That's how they was flipping that shit on you. Meanwhile, you got everything you need. They're going to make sure you eat. Make sure you got all your shit, clothes, whatever you want. You're just not leaving. You're just not leaving. You're going to have whatever you want on that property. Whatever you want. You want steak and shrimp, they make sure you got it all. But you're not leaving. That's what they've been doing, y'all. That's what's been going on. It's the same thing. See, Epstein was the highest level. Get it? Diddy was the lower level. The streets is the lowest level. But it's all the same pyramid, y'all, of sex trafficking abuse. Abusing humans, y'all, against their will. Putting guns to their head, guns in their mouth, torturing them, leaving them cut up, chopped up, buried, burnt up, burning their DNA up, shit like that. You know how you're right? California's a home of that shit. California's a place you can just dump somebody's ass off somewhere. So that's why it's getting dealt with like that. Also, a lot of people live off the grid. So you're going to see them, a lot of shit burning out there. It's a lot of stuff going on, y'all. But all this relates to the Diddy trial. See? You're going to see. Since Diddy been fighting his charges, I have showed you for weeks, every week this whole summer, of roundups in every state, multiple arrests to prove to y'all, to keep it up to date. When we were told that 2/3 of the population shall be reduced, I'm just giving you the proof, right? When you see people 13, 10, 11, every day, don't stop, all right? And don't forget, when these people go to jail, they tell on other people. No, every single gang will be removed from California and outlawed. That's what's going to happen. That's why troops on the ground, y'all forgot about all that. Y'all forgot California's the home of AK-47s and every other weapon in every gang. They had to release the army. So what am I showing you now? We're going to look at Diddy family. Mary J. Blige has a lawsuit on her as we speak. Diddy's baby mother, Misa, lawsuit on Mary. We're talking about Diddy's family. I'm showing you how they all in trouble, some kind of way, or taking a loss. All right? I don't even know if Mary with the family no more. She with 50 Cent. Who didn't check on the kids, y'all? So let's ask a question. If it is true that Jay-Z denied Diddy 3 times, if it is true that he turned his back on him 100% and did not check on his kids and been living his life through the public as if he thought Diddy was going to get life in jail. Let's say if Jay-Z really believed and thought that, and he really thought that once Diddy got locked up September, he was going to be fried, he's going to get charged with RICO, he's going to lose it all and be gone. He automatically knew he was next in line to be the king. So do you think this playing out how Jay-Z expected it? Now let's look at it. How do we think Diddy might feel about Jay-Z? He didn't check on the kids. Mind you, fuck supporting Diddy. He is the only one that denied Diddy. If you pay attention, nobody else denied the man. He's the only one that did. I don't know him like, I don't rock with him like that. No, he made his lawyer say, we just did business. We just meet at certain events. If anybody denied him the most, it was him. Now put yourself in the same shoes, because that's the only way you're gonna understand it. Your friend, your so-called friend did that to you. Or somebody you knew for 30 years plus. Or somebody, on top of that, somebody you actually helped with their career. Took favor in, made sure they won. That's him. So how you think Diddy feel about him? That's the question. How you think Diddy feel about him? And my whole thought about Jay-Z is, did he actually think that he was going to be the one at the end and everybody else going to go down? And him and his wife were going to go up to the sunset. I believe that's what he thought. But I kept telling y'all, after September, things shifted so quick after the elections. We're going to look at that again today. Because California has now a second wave of fires. And the first wave happened after Diddy got arrested, after elections. And when they got wiped out of California, I knew it was up since then. So let's go, y'all. Top of the top. TGIF, we up, y'all. I'm chilling today. I'm chilling. I'm telling y'all, man, it's these rappers, man. They are the trigger. It's like this. If I knew somebody plotted to slay y'all, and then they did it, and then after everybody got slayed, they walking around. Like, say these rappers, they slayed one of my best friends. And then after that, years later, they just walking around like nothing ever happened. That's how I look at them, y'all. I look at them like they slayed a lot of my friends. And they still walking around like it's all about them. Not that they walking around, they humble, change their ways, doing other things. They're walking around like it's still about them. Like they didn't do nothing wrong or they unfadable. That is my whole thing with them, y'all. It is a certain era, a certain generation of rappers. These ones right here. Not towards nobody new, not towards nobody else. Everything that you're facing in this world, y'all, is because of them. Y'all are not comprehending fans through entertainment. You're not looking at how this man was sitting down with the president of the country. See, you looked at everything as entertainment. When you want to keep crying to me, blaming 47. This man was in the White House, which means this man showed you he did not fight to get no law passed at all. Not one law, not nothing. Only thing he got down with was prison reform. Only helping failed people. You're going to see that's the code of the country. Help people that fail. Help people that ain't shit. Don't help people that need the help or need the extra step on the ladder. See, that's why I say this is all of the things that have proved the mentality of people. Other than a college degree, other than education, you have proved, people have proved in the world of common sense, y'all. This man was rubbing elbows with the president and did not push for no type of law, no type of powerful nothing that will help and affect people. Nothing. which is one of his biggest crimes. He put you in a barrel and then left you in a barrel and never threw you a rope, taking your money, after pushing for everything you see. I'm going to tell you again, until Jay-Z was a rapper, it was no such thing as neighborhoods getting indicted. Before Jay-Z was a rapper, RICO was just for mafia. He was the voice, the face, the promotion to take pride in RICO criminal organizations. Ballin' is what it's called. The 40-40 was for surveillance. You see everything with 20/20 vision clear. But when you got cameras doing surveillance, that's 40-40 vision. That's him. Because when those ballers were going to the 40-40, they were buying Ace of Spades. You're going to see around this time, he purposely had an expensive alcohol that the average person that was not a celebrity was not supposed to be able to afford. But what a lot of drug dealers and criminals didn't know, when they were going to 40-40, buying those bottles, a lot of them were under surveillance. A lot of them were using cards. A lot of them were being tracked. Because when you can't catch drug dealers, when you can't catch big timers, you catch them when they're chilling. 40-40 was a spot specifically for ballers, high level people. And that is also where a lot of criminals met at. So when you're looking at a business deal, say a criminal organization, they want to get 50 bricks. They go meet the plug at the 40-40 over a bottle of champagne, Ace of Spades. Just how it works. When he had one in New York, Atlantic City. Stuff like that. Even when I was in Atlantic City, never went in that shit. You just see people going there. I ain't never going that shit. I always knew who they were, y'all. Me and my people always knew who he was. This is why it's different for me. Me and my people, we saw all of them, y'all, from CAMRON, every single last one of them, step by step by step. Because me and my people, our whole lens was from the Biggie perspective from day one. When I tell you again, when my homeboy came home with the Biggie promo tape, him and Craig Mack, that's how far I'm going back with this whole Biggie bad boy shit. I had the box in my fucking hand, the tape. Teenager, y'all. Before all of them was in existence. That's why, for me, it's different. Because we never bought their shit. Everything I'm telling y'all is shit from a goddamn teenager, y'all. 17, shit like that. When we knew he was always under Kane. We knew he was always under Jazz. We knew he was never the biggest rapper. We knew he wasn't better than Biggie. We knew he wasn't better than Nas. The Nas Biggie conversation go back before this fool was even a rapper. It go back before he was even on that level. No, the original shit was Wu-Tang, Nas, Biggie. You want to be clear. So you also going to see how they wrote Wu-Tang out of history. It was Wu-Tang, Nas, Biggie. Then put Mobb Deep there. That was the real New York representation at this time. When we talking 90, 95, 96, 94. He didn't come to 96, 97. That's why Prodigy was on his head. Because Prodigy know what's up. Mobb Deep know what's up. He flexed his way through because he always wanted to be at the top. So I'm going to say he wanted Diddy's spot, but it didn't pan out right yet. So I'm going to tell you again, y'all, don't be surprised if it all flips. Let's go. Let's go. Now, once again, we always give update. When we first looked at this last year, how did things pan out? Okay, we bring up the date. You see Cuba Gooding Jr.? We will be talking about him today. Who is Cuba Gooding Jr.'s brother? It's a no-brainer. Who's his brother, y'all? Holler at me in the chat, man. I get bored, man. Talk to me in the chat, y'all. Told you, I be forgetting about me. What's up? Hey, somebody in the chat, keep up with me, man. All right? You might get a nice cash app or some shit. What's up, y'all? What's up? There you go. Because you don't understand when you're doing lives, it's like you're talking to yourself sometimes, man. And when you're doing this shit every day, it's like you're talking to your fucking self. So I be needing people to react. That's all I'm telling y'all. Sometimes react, man. What's up? So look, thank you. OMAR. Isn't OMAR and CAMRON playing a back and forth game right now? Also, excuse me, I know some people be working and busy doing shit too. Don't get it twisted. My bad, y'all. OMAR and CAMRON playing the game right now. So, yesterday, didn't I tell you the original young boy was CAMRON, and I kept telling you they all family. But you still didn't put together that Cuba Gooding Jr. was in the lawsuit. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s family. Now, I want to show you today, CAMRON, Cuba Gooding Jr. brother, OMAR exposed today. CAMRON is exposed again. Their family, y'all. That whole shit with him and OMAR, fake. CAMRON has nothing. He is 100% Diddy affiliate, Rockaway affiliate, Rockefeller, Jay-Z, all of that. CAMRON and Jim Jones been Jay-Z and Diddy bitch the whole time. Their job was just to control a certain generation and push that gangster shit. Aaron Hall, where's he at? Because if this shit, when this shit first came out, the average person wouldn't have got it. When it said friends, Aaron Hall on the run. But when this came out, Aaron Hall was still walking around. Thank you very much, Mark. Aaron Hall was okay. So I'm showing you this shit was telling us about Aaron Hall before we like, well, Aaron Hall, why he in this shit? Then that lawsuit came out with Aaron Hall in it from Diddy. Aaron Hall is in one of the lawsuits that Diddy still got pending. Cuba Gooding Jr., he was in a lawsuit with Little Rod. Little Rod said Cuba Gooding Jr. kept groping on his ass when they was on a yacht. Yep. When Cuba Gooding Jr. got in trouble by the woman, they say he was groping on him. So I know what's up. See, as far as I know, Cuba Gooding Jr. Diddy Bad Boy tag team. What's up, Cuba? When they get together, they act a goddamn fool. Yup. Because it's the facts on Cuba Gooding Jr. that he gonna grope on you. He gonna do whatever he want and be blowed out his mind and didn't care, reckless. Everybody know that about him. But y'all kept forgetting about his little brother, Omar, man. So I keep telling y'all, kids, you keep picking and choosing. Now, also, let me say this. When I be talking shit, y'all, I'm going to tell you again, I be talking to the content creators that watch me. When I keep telling y'all that, it is a lot of content creators that watch. Not just that, it's a lot of janky, fake-ass content creators that's on the scene now. And I be trying to tell you, those are the people I be talking to. Because the janky-ass content creators, they get all their content from Instagram. The janky-ass content creators, they the ones got to jump on every topic. Those are the people I trash, y'all. Family, people, fans, subscribers, regular people. You're supposed to laugh at Instagram. You're supposed to look at the bullshit. Only difference is you're not supposed to believe that shit. You're supposed to laugh at Finesse 2 times and all that shit because they clowns. But you're not supposed to believe they ass. That's what I'm talking about. So when I be trashing, I be trashing all these janky-ass content creators. That's why I be trashing. Because they don't know shit. They the ones need money, and they the ones gonna fall. Because they the one that push all this fake shit. So once again, when Friends came out, the average person, you wouldn't have got it. But I've been giving y'all play-by-play. That's why I told you on this channel, it's a journey, it's a saga. Gave you a whole saga on Jay-Z, Beyonce. Went into a whole saga LeBron. Went into the saga of Diddy and Aaron Hall and that whole era. That's why I've been giving y'all all the connection. That is all of them. That's where the slogan come from. And I said, don't worry, they all gonna go one by one. So once again, this week, it's been a trending topic of CAMRON pranking OMAR, which is not a fucking topic because they're friends. Same way before, a fake topic. OMAR drops a diss track on CAMRON. They're from fucking movies, y'all. They're from TV. They're from Hollywood. They had deals. They had money. Can you now see them acting out on the internet, acting out shit? Even though OMAR was in TV shows, baby boy, they're acting online now, y'all. Can you get it clear now? That CAMRON's act. Can you finally please get it? Because you're going to learn some shit today. You ain't going to learn now. You're going to see it for yourself. All right? I'm going to show you this fake world and how all CAMRON and Mace has been doing, deflecting the public away from the truth. Let's go. Now, you see Friends, right? All right, let's go. Friends. They family, y'all. Cuba Gooding Jr. and Diddy. They're family. Yeah, it's also rumored that they were what? Huh? Hanky-panky. Thank you very much, Valerie. The word is they hanky-panky, y'all. That's right. Diddy, and it's alleged Diddy and Cuba Gooding Jr. did a lot of hanky-panky. A whole lot. But Cuba Gooding Jr., he did not neglect Diddy. That's the difference. See what I'm trying to tell you? The difference is this. This is why I tell you, this man gonna get his smoke. Cuba Gooding Jr., even though he was accused with Diddy, even though he was charged in a lawsuit with Diddy, he still did not deny that man. Check it out. Cuba Gooding Jr. breaks silence on Diddy. Like I said, I pray for the brother. All right? So he letting it be known. He didn't turn his back on that man. See? Right or wrong, criminal, whatever, you got to ride. What's up, Punches? What up, bro? You supposed to ride. See? Now this what I want to stress y'all. When I kept telling y'all it's just about the punk-ass gangster rappers. Cuba Gooding Jr. is not a gangster. He's not a rapper. He don't got a front. So he like this. If I've been with Diddy and we've been doing a lot of shit, partying, having fun, fuck it. That's my man. So what? And he was in a lawsuit too. You see right for yourself, right? All right then. All right then. I told you it's the rapper's disgrace. Now, this what CAMRON not comprehending. Because remember, thank you very much, Best Stop. CAMRON, no, y'all, this is what it is. This is the perception of life. The perception of life, anybody that believe rappers are dumb anyway. The perception of life. Rap is a culture where grown black men love it. They believe it. They live it out. They neglect their family for it. They follow the lyrics. They do whatever it says. They emulate. They copy. They style. Everything comes from this music. This music is what put them under mind control. Nothing else. Nothing else. The only thing that was their mind control SIM card chip was hip-hop music. That is it. You take that chip out their brain, they're blank. But everybody knows this. CAMRON knows this. Entertainers know this. Entertainers got rich because they knew that hip-hop was a chip in your brain and you would spend all your money on it. You would chase it. They know all this shit, y'all. These are scientists of life of the elites. See, the reason why they're elite and a lot of y'all on animal levels because they know for a fact you don't know how to use your brain. So therefore, even though you got 5 senses, you have no control over them at all. This also why you're a sexual deviant and believe anything you see. But they know that. So being that CAMRON knows this is why he been able to play in everybody's face like he's not family. They're all family. When I say family, meaning they go back 20 years, shit like that. So Cuba Gooding Jr. says he feels sympathy for Diddy amid explosive trial. Now, Cuba Gooding Jr. was saying this recent, this June. So even though his name ain't been in it recently, you seen ever since Diddy been on that hot seat getting cooked in court, his man Cuba been stepping up for him. Now we're going to get into how Cuba Gooding Jr.'s little brother is now doing his work with CAMRON. Let's go, because y'all ate it up, right? Told y'all I don't cover janky-ass topics. If I was to put CAMRON OMAR on my cover, that would make me a clown. Because I told you, I don't cover fake shit. Anything that's fake, I will not cover it. I'll talk about it, but I don't cover that shit. Fake. All right? It's called damage control. It's called work the minds of the idiots. Let's go. Huh? I keep telling you, man, CAMRON's in a crisis. Thank you, Valerie. Thank all of y'all very much. Appreciate it. Well, we lit this morning, y'all. Trust me. We got a lot to talk about. So look, you're looking at CAMRON go through these identity crises. I told you, man, they all exposed, y'all. Now you have the proof. Omar's an actor. He has no jobs. So what CAMRON do? Pranking like he's gonna shoot a film. But I'm always stressed, y'all. If you're in tune with this channel, you know the truth. What's the truth? I told you already. Hollywood been shut down. Hollywood dead. They ain't getting no more money. They ain't making no movies. They ain't doing shit. So that's why I know it's fake. I don't cover that fake shit. They're not getting no money unless it's independent. Why you think they online playing around? Because Omar ain't got no job. They're finished, guys. And they're never coming back. Their last games is playing with you. They're not even funny. They're not even talented. They're fucking trying to survive. That's why CAMRON tried to play tough. He act like he didn't need the internet. But in the end, he know he need this shit. They all need it, y'all. So they got to make up content. But I kept telling you, they didn't talk about the diddler. They're talking to you about stupid-ass movies that they ain't going to make. Playing with you. Huh? When I'm showing you, everybody was fake. When I showed you, everybody was speaking on the Diddy trial. Everybody made money off this shit. This when Diddy was in court, June 16th. When did Cuba Gooding Jr. take up for Diddy? June. See? June 20th. Same week, Diddy being fried, his man stepping up for him. You just didn't put together, they with him too. They all together. They just playing a different game. CAMRON didn't want to be affiliated with the dildos and the gay sex. Cuba Gooding Jr. don't give a damn. Little Rob called him out personally, said that man was groping on him. Cuba don't care. CAMRON cares. Because he know them rap fans gonna drop his ass. But then again, CAMRON done groomed half of their ass. So the truth is, most people would not leave CAMRON alone because most of his fans are pink. He groomed them 20 years ago. He knows this. The truth about CAMRON. TMZ covered. I told you, man. No, y'all. The truth about CAMRON. He did more work for the rainbow community than any other thing he ever did. You don't get that. What y'all don't get, some of y'all, his clout in the gay community is bigger than his hip-hop clout, y'all. He is respected more within that community than in, he's more looked at as a successful face of the rainbow community more than he's looked at as a successful rapper, y'all. I'm not playing. I'm telling you what CAMRON's status is in this country, y'all. That's his status. When you understand that this fool proved to the world he could make straight so-called men that claim they tough, he had them wearing pink and embraced it, and they still love him. He showed his power. If you want to be technical, CAMRON showed his power. He might be the most influential man of his day, his time, his era, from New York City that has actually taught men, grown men, taught men to accept a certain behavior from a street perspective and the masculine perspective. He did that. When you talk about laws getting passed, he helped get the laws passed. What are you talking about? That's what he played, y'all. When I showed y'all CAMRON was still going to DC for certain shit, I know who he is. You don't know who he is. He became big in the rainbow community than the goddamn rap world. That's why Lil Nas X paid homage to Cam, and Cam didn't say nothing because he knew it was good for his career. Then you will see, after Lil Nas X blew up, CAMRON came back out. He started coming back out after that. Y'all didn't get it, man. I got it. I got it clear. I know who cuts their checks. Give me 1 second. I know who cut their checks, y'all. So, now I'm going to show you what time it is. The two, who they talking about? These two. Don't forget Hollywood. If you ain't with that pink, you ain't getting no check. So you see what I kept telling you? Wherever you see CAMRON, you're going to see pink. He got on different colors, but you're going to see pink. You see Cuba Gooding Jr. brother? Okay, that is the code of Black Hollywood for them. We're not playing today. The two have been going back and forth since last year. Fake news, with Gooding dropping 3 diss tracks aimed at Harlem rapper. Fake news. They're playing around, y'all. For one, they all over 40. They closer to 50. He's not making movies. He's not making no fucking records. Question is, why not? Which means they're not making no fucking money. Well, then again, you don't understand. CAMRON is also in a fucking contract. A lot of these podcast rappers are in contracts. A lot of them are so sorry, y'all. They took a check. I'm not playing with you. CAMRON, a lot of them, CAMRON, when you first heard them talking about they just got $10 million for the deal. They just got this for the deal. That means they're in contract. They work. They're not free. From now on, when you look at CAMRON on his podcast, look at him as a prisoner that gotta work. And you'll see it. You'll see it clear as day. You'll see it on him. Like, damn, yo, why would he sit there? He look like he's miserable. No, y'all, those niggas in contract, y'all. You know what make it worse when you're in contract? Family, if I was doing a YouTube channel or podcast under contract, that means people depend on me to make this money. That means they eat off me. This is why they gotta do so much shit, because they gotta trend. They gotta stay active, because if they start flopping, these companies do analytics, y'all. When you in any social media game, analytics. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. You could be CAMRON, you got cut a check, but this company checking your analytics. Hey, the views going down. They gotta perform, y'all. This is why they gotta start shit, because some of them are under contract with their channel, y'all. These are facts. Why? Because some of them, they were too good to start from nothing. They're groomed to get checks. This is also what makes them hoes, y'all. You have to understand this. What makes them hoes, where they'll suck a cock for $1, they won't build nothing from scratch. They used to shit being given to them, y'all. And instead of being like the rest of us, start from nothing, they too good for that. No, I'm gonna get a check. So they'll take a check from somebody for $2 million, for a couple million. Yo, I got this podcast. We just want you to do it. Remember, I'm the investor. We got my team. Hey, we can start a channel, but we're not famous. But we want to invest. We got the money for promotion, everything. The YouTube channel, don't worry. We got $50,000 a month for promotion. We got the money. We give you straight. That's how it works, y'all. And then you're going to do the show, and we're going to get money off the revenue, the ads. Don't worry, we can get you all the ads you need. And that's how it works, y'all. Where the platform could be set up like this. He worked for the company keep all the revenue. CAMRON, you get a percentage, and you get to sell your pink horsepower to it. That's your money. It's many different ways these deals get worked out. But one thing I know for a fact, these are not a lot of their platforms. Nope. That's the other game they're playing, y'all. So what I'm telling you to say that is they're all Hollywood. They're all Diddy family, and you're going to see that's why they got to play these internet games. So let's go, because they all exposed. I'm going to show y'all today. I'm going to show y'all how they already been exposed. I'm going to show you how this shit is so big once again. The country is against all this shit. So what I'm telling you is 24/7, they working on destroying all their ass. Whether you know it or not, whether I know it, whether you see it, just know 24/7. This for CAMRON, Mace, and the rest of them that don't get that they all are on blast. If they were smart, they would pack it up. I'm going to show you what they think about them. All right, let's go. Producer who accused Sean Diddy Combs adds Cuba Gooding Jr. too. A music producer who filed a lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs last month has now accused actor Cuba Gooding Jr. of sexually harassing. What's that? Little Rod talking about how Cuba Gooding Jr. was touching on him all over, groping him recklessly. And allegedly footage of all of them. Get it? Because allegedly, according to the story, Diddy was trying to groom Little Rod into the game. Yeah. People forget Little Rod was the main snitch. But you know what threw it off? What threw everybody off is because Little Rod lawsuit got thrown out. See? Little Rod wasn't pressing criminal charges. He had a lawsuit. But Little Rod gave details. Mind you, you're talking to me about Cuba Gooding Jr. brother, Omar. That's his fucking brother. Omar knows what's up. CAMRON know what's up. As far as I know, they fucking diddle each other. All right? Let's go. Why am I saying that? Nah, it ain't what I'm saying. It's what the world's saying, Craig. I'm going to show you what they say about Cuba Gooding Jr. No, y'all, none of them off the hook. He made me do it. Keep saying this shit, right? He made him do what? Man, they said they was doing a lot of shit. Now you see why his little bro gotta work, man. They work for Diddy, y'all. No, they also showing us how low black entertainment is. They're showing us black entertainment don't have nothing left at all. Everybody else working on their success stories, got albums coming out, talking about how they about to do this, do that, new shows coming up. Remember, it's the fall. You're gonna know really doing shit because the fall coming in, y'all. That's right. If nobody ain't pushing nothing for the fall, ain't nothing coming out. That's how you know they ain't getting no money, y'all. Another thing you should know after today, they don't live in Los Angeles like that. A lot of them don't live in LA, y'all. A lot of these black celebrities are hiding out, y'all. They hiding in Atlanta. They hiding in Las Vegas. They scattered around hiding out, y'all. And some of them overseas. Y'all didn't notice this summer? You didn't see a lot of celebrities posting? You didn't notice out of the past decade, y'all. 10, 15 years. You got to look at this shit. This is the first summer, the hottest summer. You didn't see a lot of celebrities going to Dubai this year. You didn't see a lot of none of that. A lot of these celebrities, they don't even know their living conditions. They don't even know their life conditions. They don't even know when their next job coming, y'all. That's why I'm going to keep showing you. If you notice a lot of shit you ain't see this year. If you notice, they ain't been posting like they used to. Now, let's go. Let me show you what the world think about fucking Omar and CAMRON. Nobody respect them, y'all. See that? See what they think about Omar? We know his darkest secrets. Told you, man. These AI memes, they the truth. They are the truth. Everything I already know, they confirm, y'all. So that's why everybody from day one on this channel, I've been giving y'all the blueprint. So when you're going on through life, you know for yourself what it is. Because I was trying to show y'all. My whole perspective was, yo, this shit is so big, nobody's going to duck it. Now, what I didn't know, once again, I didn't know they was cooking Omar and Cuba. I didn't know that. But I told you, anybody around Diddy, they getting destroyed. Anybody around them. So CAMRON and Omar could play all day, but the truth is they know all of them are willing baby all participants. How they know that? Because everybody knows that the people that didn't co-sign Diddy with the shit. Now, the clue is Cuba Gooding Jr. 100% down with Diddy before the case, after the case. That's your proof. They all family. But the one thing you must get through your head, Cuba is not ashamed of himself. He's not. So after all his accusations, this after he paid out his lawsuit to the woman, he's still stuck by the diddler to the end. All right? The difference is his little brother and CAMRON, they're doing it their way. You don't understand this algorithm is everything. The algorithm is human brains. Just by the fact they can show Diddy, they controlling these human brains online. Don't worry, Diddy, you straight. As long as they ain't talking about you, hey, man, they got this. You call it distraction. It's called manipulating brains, algorithm control. That's what they into. All right? That's what CAMRON and them doing. Algorithm control. Leading the sheep astray. All right? That's why I tell you, the janky-ass content creators be in on that, where some shit will be fucking made up, and they'll run with that shit a whole week straight. Not knocking them, but this is why black entertainment is over. Too much janky-ass misinformation. It's evident that most content creators in the black department, they just do it for the money. Not the fun, not the sport, not because they know shit, not because they got talent. They do it because they need money. So that's why their life is going to be Instagram, get a topic, talk on YouTube. That's it, y'all. But I'm showing you how they're all being exposed and it's all coming to an end anyway. All right? So that's all I'm showing you. I'm not here to stop nobody. They are stopping themselves every day. All right? Because these stories about nothing. They are trying to distract. What did Omar say in this clip? We know his darkest secrets. Now, look, let's say that shit fake. Man, what is this? Now, let me show you how that works with the clues. If you didn't know, you didn't know. But now you know that the diddler and Cuba go way back hanging out. That's how you know Omar know. That means Omar was there too. Come on, little bro. We going to Diddy house. Okay, bango. That's how you know. And don't forget 250 video cameras. We know his darkest secrets. How do you think they were so tight? Why you think Cuba ended up in a lawsuit? But what I kept telling my people in this game, you just think people cool because you see them together in pictures. It's reverse. You can see people in a picture together. That's one thing. Meaning, you can see Diddy in a picture with a whole lot of people he don't even fuck with like that. He ain't got no love for them. But then you got the people you don't see him with. That's the real family. Look at it like your job. You got co-workers. You got love for them. Y'all, what's up? Y'all chill, go out, hang out. But then you got your friends that you really call your friends. They the ones come to the crib. They the ones know everything about you. That's Diddy. He got his real friends. That's Cuba. Then he got the other friends. See, but fans get it mixed up because fans based on who's popping, who's lit. Fans, I tell you, your brain is fucked up. So we'll think if we see Diddy with Lil Baby, that man, they tight. No, Diddy understand. You use the celebrities for clout. Your real friends, those are your real friends. The real friends know the dirt. Then you keep seeing slogans, he made me do it. But they keep telling me these guys were doing certain shit, certain activity. I know Diddy's allegations. I know Cuba allegations. And they the same. They the exact same. That's how I know. I get it clear when they telling me this shit. They want me gone. That was at first, telling you, man. So you just put little Omar right there. Omar's right with the family. That's why they ain't spare him neither. See that? Nobody's getting spared, y'all. You don't got to know the Diddy tree. Just keep watching. You don't got to know. One thing you're going to see is they are not getting no more checks. That's all you got to know, y'all. They will forever be on this goddamn internet playing around. But when nobody believes them no more, and when they shit don't work, you'll see them holding up homeless signs. All right? So other than that, they playing around. See that? The new form of entertainment, y'all, is online pranking. Remember, before they rapped about shit they didn't do for real. They be in movies acting about shit they not about. Now it's just on the internet. If you get the concept, you'll get it clear. The new form of entertainment for them is acting on the internet. That is it, y'all. All right? That is it. Huh? This shouldn't have leaked. They saying that man on camera because he was Team Diddy 100%. Yup. They saying that what they saying about your big bro, about both your big bros. Just proved yesterday, CAMRON humble beginnings with Diddy. CAMRON before Meek Mill. If it wasn't for that sex tape with Meek Mill, we got proof CAMRON is way more pinky than Meek Mill, but they just don't want to accept it. I told you. It's an unwritten law in the code in a lot of New York people's DNA, man, where they can't go against New Yorkers. They can't go against New York rappers. They'll trash everybody else, but they ain't going to do that. Hopefully a lot of y'all notice the pattern, man. Everybody else got smoked. But when the biggest episode came out, people ain't want nothing to do with that shit. But it's already in stone. And I told you the whole world been having fun with them. This is why I kept telling y'all, freaks. This is why I kept telling you, freaks, you're never coming back, freaks. You're labeled as freaks. It is millions upon millions of views of this shit. This shit been going on for 2 years straight. This shit been going on, I know for a fact, since 2023. It's not going to stop. They are all in the algorithm more than bad names. You put Cuba Gooding Jr. in Boys in the Hood, this shit going to come up. All of their legacies are ruined. All of their shit. Let's go. TEYANA Taylor ordered to pay ex-husband Iman Shumpert. All right? Now we can talk about it. What's up, Faith? What's up, Charlotte? What's up, Ridge-Matic, EK, everybody? Happy to see y'all. What's up, Vince? Tiger? Danielle, what's up? Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's go back into it. Fantasy. All right. First of all, to be honest with you, thank you very much, Living Humbly. I always looked at TEYANA. What did she do? I never looked at her like she was no real artist. You're going to keep seeing these patterns, y'all. The Cassie program. TEYANA was under Diddy, y'all. These guys knew how to find people early. Diddy's kids found kids. You didn't get it, y'all. That is the whole concept of Diddy hanging with the kids, the older head with the young kids. That's why I told you hip-hop is a Geppetto culture, y'all. The whole time Diddy been having them kids disguised as he watching them. It's disguised as Justin and King Combs got their little friends at the house. But Diddy gets his pick of their friends. Or some of them women might have been with Diddy and it's played out as they with little Justin and them. TEYANA's one of them. That's right. Lori Harvey was one of them. Diddy took, that's bad. He took Lori from Justin. Look at it like maybe she was always with Diddy and Justin was the front. Told you, man. I've been watching grown-ups get tricked for so fucking long, bro. This shit is sad, man. Shit is sad. But I ain't gonna lie, it's not my place. I ain't here to fuck nobody money up. I'm just telling you, they ain't gonna make. I'm only telling you all this shit because I know the money up. The only reason why I've been revealing this shit because I know the game over. If the game wasn't over, I wouldn't try to stop nobody money. That'd be a violation. But I know the game is over. That's why I'm telling you what it is. No more secrets. Because it ain't no more money. The secrets were only to get the money. That was it, y'all. The secrets were only to get the money. In order for them to be successful, it had to be secrets, y'all. No more secrets, no more success. That's why I said they all going down. So, for those who didn't know, I'm going to continue on with the episode that I've been showing y'all, that Diddy the king of this shit, and nobody that's affiliated with him, no kind of way. When you see Chris Brown in trouble, just know he was with Diddy from 13. Everybody you see, all right, she has to pay $70,000. Hopefully she can afford it. All right, I'm gonna tell you this too. The way the internet been rigged up with all these fake numbers, we don't know none of their real numbers. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was looking at net worth last year, them shits didn't go up or down. And plus taxes done came. As of now, I don't believe none of that shit. I don't know what they got, but I know for a fact they're not making nothing. And every day they're going in the negative. Thank you very much, Shaolin. So let's go. Because everybody, a lot of people knew this was about nothing. But what I get to show you, what I was telling you, they started to make a fucking mockery. That's why I say they all just get me sick, y'all. I'm just so happy they gone, and I'm having fun destroying their fucking ass. Because I knew everything they were doing was fake. They're all fucking corny. When I tell you we was in a fake-ass world, y'all, we was in a fake world from politics to news to social media to relationships to TV. You even found out reality TV was fake. Every fucking thing was fake, y'all. This is when they started the trend of couples. Then you're going to see something. All the celebrities they started promoting these couples and families. And then you see one by one, they started promoting what? Dysfunction, beefing with each other, dissing each other. Then what happened? The people did it. What else they was doing? They were promoting fast dating. They were promoting for women to just get with people, get pregnant. Just get pregnant, get with a bro, get pregnant. Just get couples, dates, celebrity couples. It's a fad, meaning we're going to get together, we're going to fuck, have kids, but we got no plan. We have no plan at all. And we're going to look like celebrities too. You're going to be a bad bitch, I'm going to get this money, and we're going to be a couple right here. But in the meanwhile, we're going to pop out kids right here. Meanwhile, I told you, they all fucking stupid, they all dumb. They all are controlled from kids. They all are controlled from day one, sports. They all controlled. Then they put them together, had kids. But I'm going to tell you again, all these celebrities that do this shit, you have no proof they know parenting. No proof they know parenting. Then you watch them as perfect parents. This is what made a lot of people stupid when they started doing it on purpose. When they started making a mockery against family. I was always told the last campaign was going to be against families, and that's what happened. That's why in the era, you've seen everything about family. Reality TV, Housewives of Atlanta, everything was based on family, making mockery of family. It was this whole thing within family. Mother, do what the fuck you want to do, mother. Hang with your kids, party with your girlfriends, but still have kids and have a man. Man, shut the fuck up, and that's it. No family union, just dysfunction. T.I., family hustle. No, it said the family was under attack because it was the celebrity's job to influence you about family and parenting. Because they know a lot of idiots didn't know about family, didn't know shit. Meaning, you wasn't raised for a family because a lot of people come from broken homes. So they knew we come from broken homes. We don't know about family. So they started making celebrity families on TV to look up to, y'all. So once you follow them, you'll never know a family structure no more. Never. You don't even know how to pick a family. Bro, you going to base your family on how she look and her ass? Lady, you going to base your family on how he look and what he got. And that's your family, kids. No goals, no comparison, no are we compatible, huh? That's why I tell y'all, a lot of y'all, I don't care about zodiacs. I'm not into that stuff. That's devil. No, it ain't. Zodiacs is nature. But I'm gonna tell you again, some zodiacs ain't even supposed to be together. But some of y'all don't know that. I'm gonna tell you again, some relationships will never work because y'all are different people. Y'all have two different energies. You keep trying to put it together. Or y'all got too much of the same. That's why I keep telling y'all in this world, people in this community, what was the biggest problem? They kept thinking everybody the same, and we always would just put everything together. It's not like that. People are different, y'all. People got different souls, spirits, zodiacs, thoughts, beliefs, wants, passions, influences. But y'all just know. When I check a human, this is where you better know somebody had that. You better know what their intentions, what their fucking plans. What y'all gonna do together? What we gonna do? Where we going with this shit? We gotta know that before all the other shit. That's what y'all don't know. I told you, bro, you got to know this shit now. Before you deal with a female, you got to exactly know what you want her for. Is she just going to be a female? I'm just going to do what we do and go our separate ways? Because I already know if we start having sex, this shit might get for real. You got to already know what's up. You got to already know. I ain't trying to get her pregnant. You got to already know this shit. Yo, she just a chick. I just get one on Friday, Saturday. That's the case. You got to know this shit now. When I tell you, y'all still base shit on looks. Same thing with you, lady. You base your shit on what he got. Whole time that fool and dad ain't got shit. That's a kid shit based on what shit look like. So when they was telling people the childish mentality, a child and a kid wants everything they see. Kids don't know shit. They just know what they see. But they were saying y'all base y'all life on what the fuck you see. Your life based on that. Oh, she look good. He looks good. What the fuck do they got? What do they bring to the table? What the fuck? Who are they? Who are they? No, we gonna chill for a while. I want to see you when you're mad. I want to see a lot of shit. No, y'all. This where that speed dating come from. Remember, they promoted speed dating. Meet somebody real quick, get together. Tell you, man, they created a whole idiot nation with this shit, y'all. Idiot nation, y'all. That's right. So, reason why I say that, because I know better. When you just meet somebody online and y'all kicking it, that shit ain't real for real. It's not real until y'all start getting goals. See, first of all, y'all, any relationship without goals, that shit is not real, y'all. We gotta go back and all of this shit. Thank you very much. Thank you, Passion. Thank you, Linnell. Without goals, y'all, a relationship is fake. It's childish. When we kids, we have fun dating. We don't have no goals, y'all. The goal when you young is to be with the person you like and have sex, if it's that, but it's about being with the person you like. That's kiddie shit, y'all. Y'all life is kids, man. You get with somebody stuck for a life because you like them at first. But then you got with them and realize, I don't even like this motherfucker. Oh, now I see who you are. But now look all this shit involved. No, y'all, when you learn that it's okay to be by yourself, it's okay to take your time. When you learn that discipline rules the world, your life won't suck. A lot of people's life suck is for reasons, y'all. All right? When I kept telling people what? Kids is not an accomplishment, y'all. What did you see on the internet? Everybody having kids, posting that shit. From pregnancy to having a kid. A kid is not a goddamn. So I'm like, yo, why am I watching everybody having kids in the pandemic? They have no clue shit about to be fucked up. They having all these kids, shit about to be fucked up. And they having kids watching celebrities. Y'all don't see all this shit was promoted. No, don't inspire that young girl had kids after college, had kids. But kids before your time is called a prison bed. No, y'all, that kid out of wedlock shit is for real. When I tell you everything we're raised to be proud of, no, y'all. Raised out of wedlock really means struggle. Raised out of wedlock means might have one parent, might not. Born out of wedlock means ain't no telling how that child life gonna go. It ain't even a fucking plan. See that? No, y'all, it's a reason for the steps. But remember, they're backwards. Hey, they'll meet tonight, Friday, fuck. Tomorrow, we together. Oh, shit, I'm pregnant. That's them. See that? But you don't understand. Everybody was taught to live their life like that. So I tell you, you got to learn from all this shit. You have to know what's up, man. This is called a fake family because they was creating fake families. A family, anything born without love, that shit is fake, y'all. You know what I'm saying? If they don't love each other to the death, that shit fake. How you know it's fake? Well, that shit gonna break up real quick. The two shared 2 kids together, with Shumpert paying for majority of their finances while living with Taylor. Why? He had that basketball money. What did she do in her career? Nothing much, right? But she coined a part of her career off their relationship because that became a gimmick. TV shows, monetized channel. Get it? Influence. I'm at a point now, y'all. I'm scared to have kids. I'm scared of that shit. All right. Mine just raised We ain't always grown yet. But the way this world is, the way life is, and what I already been through, I wouldn't put that on nobody. So when I seen people thinking kids an accomplishment, and strollers cost more, car seats cost more, everything costs more. Everything. No, they had no clue, bro. You know what happened? Our people were still thinking it was back in the day, like our elders did. They still thought it was back in the day, where the more kids I have, the more money I'm going to get. And they thought they was going to keep having kids, getting big money, and getting what? Big taxes. What was the other plot? Have a lot of kids, get a lot of tax money back. That became a what? Trend and a fad. Have a lot of kids, get a lot of money back. Then what they do? Stop that tax shit. Now you just what? Stuck with the kids. You ain't got money for what? Daycare. So the real families can afford daycare for 2, 3, 4, 5 kids. And guess what? When they file taxes, they're going to get that money back. You're going to be a single parent struggling, baby mama, daddy drama, got these kids, and still ain't going to, you see what I'm saying? Our life is made hell because of how we live, man. That's what it is, y'all. This fuck a bitch, fuck that, I'm going to fuck her, I'm going to fuck him. This how it ends up. And then you wind up hating each other. Y'all used to love each other, had love for each other, but the kids made y'all hate each other. That's how life goes, y'all. That's also when I learned, man, it ain't always about having kids, man. You might have had this woman, y'all were the best of fucking friends. Y'all had them kids, everything changed. Now y'all fucking enemies. Why? The truth is, y'all wasn't meant to have them kids. Y'all was not supposed to have those kids. Y'all was supposed to just enjoy y'all relationship. That's how life worked, y'all. After winning in her divorce settlement and child support case, TEYANA tells us she was found in contempt in order to pay imanshumpert $70,000. Thank you, Faith. After a judge ruled she violated their divorce judgment. So guess what? Once again, this everything we've been talking about is playing out, y'all. She wanted divorce, y'all, but she had to pay him $70,000. Let's go, y'all. Why do you think she had to pay them $70,000? Why? It's something she did that messed her up, and she got to pay them $70,000. Let's talk about it. I've been talking to y'all all week. I didn't want to call it having no classes and all that, but a lot of this shit been classes and courses. She owes him 70 grand. Why? I'll let you know why. Because she was running her mouth on social media. When I said the world knows, from the rich to the poor, they're all brainwashed by the internet. They're all controlled by social media. Social media, they actually think they're supposed to socialize all their thoughts on that shit. They actually thought that everything they do in life is supposed to be social for everybody. That's why to this day, they don't got no social clubs. They don't got shit. They have no privacy. So they want to hate on Masons and Illuminati because they be in secret, because they live their life on blast. Everybody don't live their life on blast. But because she got a big mouth, running her mouth, trying to bash him on the gram, it cost her stupid ass $70,000. So hopefully she can pay the money. Hopefully. I didn't see her doing no shows. She been divorced for a minute too, y'all. Ain't no telling what she got. But then again, y'all, look at that shit like a bill. You got money, but if you had to pay a $700 bill right now, how would you feel about that? You got money, but shit, if the bank or somebody took out $70 out your account, you forgot to pay that bill, and they take 70. Wow, you gonna still say, damn, I needed that 70. So that's the same way for her with 70,000. You know what I'm saying? But people be looking at money and shit. Nah, she got to kick off 70. In a crisis. You know what I'm saying? That's part of this year's rent. Thank you very much, Latanya. So she cost herself 70 grand. So what I'm trying to tell people is all of these whippings and beatings you seeing is because people forgot how they was raised, y'all. You were raised in quiet, privacy, secrecy, keep your business to yourself. Everything ain't for everybody. It is not a crime. It's not a crime to keep shit to yourself, y'all. All right? But I'm showing you this is the end of that social media era where you now are seeing people are falling a victim to their social media behavior. Boom, 70 grand. But remember, you watching it now with what? Yandy Mandisi. These fake couples together, monetized together, made money together. Now they making money off dissing each other, and the shit ain't for real. Because I told you, Clarissa Shields and Papoose, I've been telling you that shit bogus. But what you're not realizing is, now Clarissa Shields is more famous than Papoose, and she more famous than Remy. No. Clarissa Shields didn't just take Remy Ma from Papoose. Clarissa Shields took Remy Ma's spot as the badass black woman that'll beat your ass. That used to be Remy Ma. Now that's Clarissa. Don't get it fucked up. Clarissa Shields also was to take the attention on Fat Joe and Remy Ma. Yes, because she getting all the shine now. So I'm just letting you know, the only people that's been being played with these celebrity couples is you. Justin Bieber, his baby mama, married, happy as fuck. Kids on deck. Everybody else married, kids on deck. Travis, happy relationship. Y'all department, dysfunction. Beef. Chaos. Drama. Did it? That's not life. When I tell you I don't fuck with that shit, I don't fuck with that shit at all. I can't tell you the last time I was in any type of screaming matches. I can't tell you the last time I got mad at somebody. Well, I'm just fucking mad. I don't do that shit, y'all. I don't do none of that shit. None of that. Nope. I didn't let nobody stress me out in my lifetime. I did all that shit myself. So when I been stopped, that was it. No, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have gray hair. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't live a life of stress. Because one thing I learned, people will kill your ass with stress. They will kill your ass. The main thing that ruin your life with stress is goddamn relationships that are dysfunctional. If you don't know how to leave, I feel sorry for you. I tell y'all straight up, I ain't no woman beater. But if I know that shit might be coming, like once I know it's that point where I don't even want to see your face, I'm out. I'm gone. That's it. I know my signs. When I don't want to see your face and hear your mouth, you finished. So that's gonna leave it at that. That's me. You feel me? Yeah, that's me, y'all. That's right. So I say that to say a lot of people still be here, meaning they wouldn't have been caught up in domestic violence. Bro, you wouldn't try to take her life because y'all broke up, and you wouldn't try to kill him and mess him up. No, y'all, stop getting with people you don't know like that. Dating is okay. It's called dating for a reason. Dating. Why? Let's break down English terminology because Americans forgot who they are. It's called dating. Look, why it's called dating? Well, we're going to meet on this date. We're going to meet on Saturday. That's a date. We're going to see how things go that date. Kick it. Have fun. Then we're going to have another date. See how that go. We're going to just date. See how all that shit go. Have fun. Get to know each other. Then we talk other shit while we dating. But we was in a world of desperation. So what people did? Meet online and need each other. They fuck. Shit, we together. I'm about to stay at your house. You had dudes online. Man, they screwing chicks for their life. Man, they need somewhere to live at. Next thing you know, he put that wood on her. He stay there now. She ain't had background, nothing. She got kids, all this shit. There you go. That's been the past 10 years plus. People have started relationships on Plenty of Fish, Tagged, Facebook DMs, and every other platform. Let's stop playing. Bumble, all this shit. No, y'all, I told you from the fake era of idiots, dickheads. Meaning nothing real from the heart. Humans don't love each other. Stop it. That's something else. That's why I say it's fake. It's not based on love. Love is based on we got it or not, no matter what, it's going to be what it is. No. If I trash the fuck out your ass online, that means I ain't never loved your ass anyway. That's what it means. Period. Because if we had real love, guess what? Even though we ain't together no more, we're going to leave it at that. We're going to take what we had. That's going to be our history. We're going to leave it at that. So that's why any woman I break up with to this day is going to be a level of respect. Because that's how I keep it. If she play herself and do that shit, that's on her stupid ass. But then she's going to start to come back to me and she's going to feel real stupid. Get it? Because I'm going to be the one still here. It's already happened already. You get it? So I'll let you know straight up. It's times where my baby mother called herself getting mad, venting at me, but then she be right back. Because she knows she full of shit. You get it? And that's why I keep receipts. So that's how I go. And another thing, bro, women will try to extort you with that shit. You can do a whole lot, but you might not do something they want you to do. And then all of a sudden, you ain't do nothing. No. When you understand some of these women are wicked as fuck, and you know how to play the game, then you'll learn. You don't get any chick pregnant, bro. All All right. And when I say that, to make it clear, like one of my last children, we used to get, I was with her for years, meaning she didn't get pregnant till after, she allegedly couldn't have no kids, and she didn't get pregnant the years after that. You get it? So we was doing what we do for 2 years straight with no condom. She never got pregnant till at the end. So I'm telling you, like even my situation, my last child is a different situation, but I'm letting people know now, young man, young lady, if you want to have a successful life, you better plan your kids out and who you with. You better plan that shit out. If you don't, you will be fucked. It's called freestyling. And before, you can live a life of freestyle America because it wasn't nothing to make, because the money shit wasn't no problem. Meaning, all right, it was a time before, y'all. You get the word today, I'm pregnant. You be like, but you knew I could take care of that shit. I can handle that shit. You knew that before. Now it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that now. See, before, it was so much money circulating, the thing was so good, it wasn't too many problems you couldn't fix. That's what I want everybody to keep understanding when I say people stuck in the past. You on that old shit. You still think it's not like that no more, y'all. Before, it was no problem. Hey, you might have got a notice you're going to get evicted. You can get the money up in a week. Back then, that's what you got your extra time for, because you can get the money up. Why? The rent was $600, $700, $800. That's why. Rent $1,800, $1,500 is different. You know what I'm saying? Light bill before, $150, $200. A jacked up light bill used to be $250. Y'all know now that shit be fine. No. Now everything costs, y'all. Why are people broke? You're not counting your gas money. How much you spend a year on gas? Thousands. But you got kids. You spend thousands a year every year. You're supposed to already know that. You supposed to already know. Next year, I'm about to spend 15 grand. You're supposed to already know that. That's how it is when you have children and other shit, y'all. You got to know these things. So my point is, all these couples been breaking up. Y'all know that fad started from celebrity to real life. The pandemic started all that shit. The pandemic was the test for all fake relationships. The judge ruled in Shumpert's favor, finding that TEYANNA violated agreement based on a March Instagram video where Taylor discussed the divorce despite terms. She was not supposed to talk about it, but she did an Instagram video running her mouth discussing the divorce, and that costed her 70 grand in this judgment. See that? Don't worry. I'm about to show you who TEYANNA really down with, because in my opinion, somebody put her on Shump. Let's go. After winning her divorce settlement and child support case, TEYANNA Taylor, she was found in contempt and ordered to pay $70,000. All right, so let me ask y'all a question. What did she really do? I know she dropped music, but what did she really do, y'all? It was no hit album. Like I said, all of these characters became people you like. So you know about her because you might like her. You heard a little bit of her music, but what did she really do? When I say that, that means, is she really respected by all? Is she a household name? Do she got classic albums, hit records? What did she really do, y'all? Or did she work online? Or was she trying to show y'all ladies how to turn into a man? You also know she's a you know what, right? All of them too, eh? That's right. Nothing, right? Okay, so now I'm going to keep showing you. When I say we was getting all this fake shit, fake celebrities, fake star, TEYANNA Taylor, she's a fucking nobody, but internet sensation. This is, look, I'm showing you. It was so many different pieces and things that go together that had y'all over there. Y'all were all over there with it. Meanwhile, everything else is still going on around y'all. So now we at 2025, and I'm showing you that, yo, y'all, all that shit was fake. Meaning, half the people wasn't real celebrities. Most people didn't have real talent. Some of them were not even in real deals. They were just people with names that got introduced to you through other names, played out online. But really, they were bigged up by who? The bloggers. Who made TEYANNA a star? The bloggers. Who made every low-level celebrity a star? The bloggers. Who's making Finesse 2 times a star right now, even though he been signed, locked up? Finesse 2 times in rapping 5 years ago. Before that, I know Finesse 2 times, he was underground. He was underground. He had beef with Moneybagg Yo, all of them. Went to jail, came back home, signed a Moneybagg Yo. So I knew he was going to get pimped. Let me speed it up. The bloggers are the ones that made you love the nobodies. Christian Rock, Blueface. They're nobodies, guys. Scott 6ix9ine. It was the fucking bloggers that did it. That's why I want to keep showing you. The main people going to be the fuck out of here is the bloggers. They are the main spreaders of fake news, y'all. So when I told you fake news is going to be banned, that's what I mean. And I've been showing it to y'all on so many levels. Fake news is going to be banned. Watch a lot of these bloggers going to disappear. Yes, they are. Let's go, y'all. We just getting started. So now I'm showing you public opinion in the comments what they think about them. Great for him. She used him and turned the kids against him. So sad. That little Junie was always disrespectful. Some of her comments, get out of my mama's house. He would laugh. She took everything. See, I didn't even watch this shit. So I didn't even know they had a show, but you got your proof. They were making money monetizing shows. Diddy had his hands in films too, y'all. Diddy was the type could have been behind her film success, getting his cuts off shit. No, y'all. No. Show y'all today. These are manufactured puppets, y'all. What you gonna get? Diddy control all their ass. So now you got the proof. They divorced last July. This year later, she owe money. Meanwhile, a whole year had to go by. Who's taking care of her? This whole shit was based on TEYANA, y'all. Imanshumpert been a star. He been playing for the Knicks. He been won a chip with LeBron. He was the clout. He was the money, y'all. He didn't need her. She needed him. And my point is this. You want to see she stamped her fucking career off of him, y'all. Because this became their gimmick. This is how you going to know the hoes of the industry. The hoes of the industry only set out to get pregnant and didn't do a lot of work. Because in this game, y'all, if I make it, you make it, they're going to send somebody to trap your ass up. That's how it works. And the woman that trap you up, she's going to be a star after that. This the game that plays out, y'all. You see how it's a double whammy too, right? Don't get it fucked up. Let's talk about Shannon. Well, see how Hollywood work? You could be Shannon. I ain't messing with no black woman. They're going to try to get me for child support. You go mess with a white woman, still get a charge. Still be messed up. See that? Then you call yourself keeping it black. I'm going to stick with my sister. Your own sister, take your ass to court, try to do you in. There's no wins in that shit, y'all. There's no wins. Bro, it's okay with dating, bro. Bro, you want to save y'all life, man, just date. Just date, bro. Diddy runs her, y'all. Diddy control that shit. No way out. Like I said. And what y'all going to notice today, what I'm going to show y'all. After he broke up with Cassie, about 2018, that's when Diddy went on his young thing. Meaning he started hanging with the young crowd, y'all. Diddy been on his 20-year, 30-year younger shit. My proof of what we're going to talk about is segments of his life. He cut all the old heads off. He wasn't dealing with nobody from his past at all. Unless they work for him. Like Nori, he wasn't dealing with none of them. So when I kept telling you, that's your proof. Only Diddy stories go back to Cassie and Bad Boy. You have no modern day bodyguard telling you no Diddy stories from Young Miami, Lori Harvey, none of this new shit. None of the new shit. So you don't know none of the new shit about Diddy at all. That's for everybody. But if you like me, you've been putting that shit together because it's all been public. This is what I kept telling you. Everything online was old shit. Then you're going to see nobody want to talk about the real shit. But see, after Cassie, he was with the young crowd. That's when he was doing the most. That's where the pink cocaine coming at. The little white boy he had. Young Miami. He had a whole young crowd under him, but which I don't get. He was able to influence the young people. They do whatever the fuck he say, and he was doing a whole lot of shit with the young crowd. And he was using Justin and King Combs to lower the younger crowd to the house and all of that. The young boys, his young, look, his daughters, sons was his front. That was the front. Justin want to meet you. Shit like that. No, he controlled them. But since I've been doing my homework, y'all, I'm not stupid. The way this shit work, from what I know, they knew her from when she was young. They been knew her. This is what I kept telling y'all, right? You're going to see the pattern of this game. You got people that been in this shit from day one. Work their ass off, but they never get a certain attention. Then you'll see It's always somebody that came out of nowhere and they just start giving them this attention, giving them attention, giving them attention. But if you didn't know the code like I know, that means they really somebody or they under somebody when they do that. That means they're being blessed in. When somebody come out of nowhere, they just get all this attention, especially before you hear their talent first or know anything about them, they just shove. It's manufactured, y'all. That was TEYANA. Diddy. Put it with Kanye. Diddy control Kanye, control the whole shit. We go to TEYANA, we going back to who? Kid Cudi days. It's all together, y'all. This is a whole nother era where he wasn't around no New York shit. He wasn't around none of that bad boy shit. That's why nobody can give you stories from this era, y'all. This is the era unspoken of to this day. All right? When I say he only was charged for old shit, in trouble for old shit, no new shit has been mentioned because it ain't got, you get it? You ain't gonna hear shit with no Young Miami. That's all the new shit. You ain't gonna get no details about the white boy. All the new shit is over your head. No more. All you got was old shit from 2018 and beyond. Before that, that's all you got. Meanwhile, you don't know shit. But what you're gonna see today is he control all they fucking ass. TEYANA, Cuba Gooding Jr., OMAR Gooding control all their ass. He was the king of this game, y'all. Hopefully a lot of y'all understand that now. Hopefully y'all do. And if you get that part, you'll get the kingdom, the people, the peasants cannot function without the king. Black Hollywood, kiss your ass goodbye. BT, you're finished. That's what the shit means. All right? The hood, you already know what's up. I'm showing you your reality, man. She been with the team, y'all. See that? Justin, Quincy, King Combs, Law of the Young Girls. But what y'all not looking at, he been doing this shit for a long time. Because remember, in rap, you're not going to think, why is that man 50 hanging with them 20-year-olds? You ain't going to think like that. Because of hip-hop. It's a reason why Diddy gets all the Geppetto jokes. Then if you take it back further than that, people looking at it like this. Diddy, you been using your kids to lure them girls to the house. See that? You're not looking at it like that. You're not looking at it like that's really grandpa hanging with his grandkids in the club because grandpa want to have some fun with them girls too. Also, we know the secret now that they were knocking people's ass out. Then you heard about Justin in lawsuits. But you ain't get it. He also used women, y'all. If I say, I know he does. People like Lori use her ass to get you in that room, bro. You're gonna go in the room with Lori. You're gonna hit that. You a celebrity, right? You a rapper. Go in there, you good, bro. And you're gonna get knocked out. Told you he had many people playing that part. Remember, y'all, you looking at right after Cassie. There's also him sticking it to Cassie, letting her know. Yeah, you might think I lost it. No, I still got it. See, we didn't get it. I'm sure this is what it was. He was showing us and everybody else, he still got it with the young girls. He got looking like an old man from New York, still letting it be known. Because Cassie might have left him, broke his pride. Same thing, you're going to see the pattern with Shannon. Went from an old person to young, meaning pride. No, this is right after Cassie. That's what a lot of y'all didn't get it. A lot of shit. This him getting back at Cassie, but this is also him replacing Cassie with the shit he had her doing. Y'all didn't get it. Lori Harvey is raised to be an industry hoe, y'all. The industry have their hoes. It's a reason why you see these people. It's a reason why they got the name. Their job is to freak off for the entertainers. Their job is to play different roles within the game. And you'll see, Lori, okay, then we'll give you a little company. Okay, we'll let you put your little album out and shit, your little fans and shit, but you got bigger fish to fry. Hey, Lori, we need some intel on Future. Go see what he's talking about. We need some, you get it? We need some intel on Michael B. Jordan. Go see what he's talking about. That's really how the shit works. Fake relationships, but they get intel. Hey, Laura, go see what that Nipsey talking about. That's Diddy behind all that shit. He behind Laura London. We proved all that shit, y'all. He controlled the whole map. Told you they king. While he's in prison, nobody's gonna get good news, y'all. Nobody's going to be successful. Run her ass. Runs her ass, y'all. And they all hit that. It's a reason why Justin ass got charged too. But this is what y'all not looking at. You looking at it like Lori was with Justin. No, look at it like Lori with Diddy and Justin babysitting. He get to hit it too. But no, y'all, a lot of this shit was deeper than what y'all thought. Because like I said, my mind never been fan. See that? And you'll see, try to make Lori be like Cassie. See what I'm saying? They all predicted we ought to do the same shit. That's called Cassie ain't want to do that shit no more. And what happened? To stick it to her, now all this shit he flexing on her. On yachts with Young Miami, doing video with TEYANNA. Yeah, Cassie, remember I ain't put your album out? Remember you was mad? Guess what else? Diddy's high. Dark-skinned Diddy, he's high as fuck. But this is to get at Cassie, y'all. This what made her put that lawsuit out. Because she seeing him be with all these young women. The young woman he dealing with, getting shine, winning, getting a name for themselves. At this time, she back home, watching all this shit. He was antagonizing her, y'all. After that, I think she said, nah, screw all this. I'm putting that paperwork. I think after Lori Harvey, that was it. She said, I'm putting that paperwork in on this nigga. And I think that's when she first started threatening him. But they say Diddy and his lawyers, they didn't believe the shit. And you're going to see, y'all, this was all him trolling. Fucking with people's head. You see, TEYANNA was right there. You don't think Diddy had them jumping off, huh? Diddy probably had TEYANNA and Lori. They telling you what they was doing. I know what they was doing, y'all. But I'm giving you the clue that he was always around the young people, y'all. This is the part of his life nobody gonna talk about and can't talk about. Unless you one of his modern day security, you know nothing about this life. You was not with Diddy when he was with Steve Harvey. Nope. Let's go. What we looking at? This was all pokes at Cassie. All this shit Diddy was doing, y'all. When he told us he gonna make her the next Oprah. That was the piss off Cassie. That was the troll rappers. That was a poke at a lot of people. Poke at Wendy, poke at Mary. He was poking. Because I'm showing you, he wasn't dealing with no more old heads. He wasn't dealing with nobody from his generation unless you work for him. That's it. That's the part y'all didn't get. And this time right here, he was doing a lot, but he also had full control over that young crowd. That's right. Working fresh out of Miami. Nori loses to Black Oprah again. Huh? Nori loses to Black Oprah again. He lets out salty reaction. I remember this happened. This was Diddy shitting on Nori when Carisha got the award and he didn't get shit for Drink Champs. He was pissed because I told you back then, when I said it back then, I said, no, y'all don't get it. Drink Champs is for drunk people. Drink Champs was for Nori to promote the liquor. Drink Champs was strictly to promote it's no. It's for alcohol first. It was to push those brands first. But to disguise us selling the liquor. See, this money for Drink Champs is really our commercial promotional money. But we'll take the commercial promotional money, put it in the show. It's going to be based on drinking. It's going to look like we sit at the table getting drunk. That's the whole concept. The concept of Drink Champs, we in the crib, chilling, drinking, getting high. That's the concept. Because as we at the table drinking, getting high, we talking about conversations. But it's not professional, John. Get it? Not professional. It's not a high-level show. Get it? Diddy did that on purpose. No, Nori, your show is for the hood. Why, Nori? Jackass, the liquor store's in the hood. You from the hood. You the drunk uncle. You're going to push my liquor, Ciroc, Darion. You're going to push Jay-Z's liquor. Douce, Ace of Spades, Drink Champs. Why you think Jay-Z never sat his ass on that shit? Never. You ain't never see Jay-Z sit on Joe Budden show. You ain't never see him sit on Nori's show. Well, Jay-Z showed you that they show us a joke. Then the world told you Drink Champ was a joke. They gave the award to Carisha. Now, Look at how Diddy made sure her show was set up. And then you think about how Drink Champs look. And you will clearly see Diddy ain't give a damn about Nori. No, Nori, you gonna be my bitch. You gonna do what I say. I gave you a job. So Nori was mad. Nori loses to Black Oprah again. He lets out Salt. They got mad at Carisha, y'all, Young Miami. Now Nori trying to be young. He trying to wear braids now. All they do is fail and try to reinvent themselves, y'all. That's all they do. They go hiding, come back, reinvent themselves. Meanwhile, Nori, he be glazing too. The dealer don't spare nobody. Plus, the dealer bought his ass. I think after he started crying, that's when Diddy bought him that car, y'all. Diddy bought it that. Google that shit. Diddy buys Nori a car. That was what? Recent. That's right. Did Nori salute Diddy? Nope. Cooper Gooding Jr. did. Now let's go. Who else got salty at Carisha? Joe Budden, the salty man. I want you to see these are the men that have a part at grooming the new man too. They part of the men that turned men into bitches. When they started what? This shit called hating on women. Not just hating on women, beefing with women, arguing with women. Who the fuck gonna do that? If I'm a trash woman, I'm gonna just trash your ass one time. That's it. I'm gonna leave your ass alone. That's it. Ain't no back and forth. Ain't no, we ain't doing all that. Because now I'm gonna be a bitch. Once you go back and forth with a woman, bro, you the bitch. You didn't know that though. All right. So see this right here? All this shit Joe Budden going at Carisha. Because he was going at it. They were mad. They were both mad. He worked his ass off, didn't get no award. Nori worked, didn't get shit. They was mad, y'all. Why? Y'all platforms are janky, control. And the truth is, you only talk to black guys. You only talk to rap black fans. That's not universal. Meaning, nobody respects y'all whack-ass rap content because you just talk to the bros. That's why you don't win. Carisha got the woman, dummy. Carisha had the woman and the men that want to screw her ass. Told you, Joe Budden, nobody want to watch you with your legs crossed, bitch. You was a male stripper. Nobody want to watch your ass. That's why you ain't getting no awards. All right? And plus your content is dry, boring. I'm going to tell y'all the truth, y'all. I bet was going to use a mic. I don't like the way that shit sound, y'all. I don't like that shit. When I used the mic, I said, nah, that shit sound like these guys. I don't want to sound like that. But I told y'all the secret to this show, you got to listen to that shit in speakers. Play that shit in your car or on some real speakers. Man, that shit sound perfect. I ain't like that mic shit. Plus, I like to move around and scream and do other shit. That shit sounded corny in that mic, y'all. I said, no, I don't want to sound like them. I sound like fucking Joe Budden them. I ain't like that mic sound. No, I like my shit sounding raw, like I'm talking to y'all on speakerphone. So let's go. To show you. Now, I'm showing you this. I'm going to show you the black media once again. Now, when Joe Budden win that Young Miami, I'm going to show you everybody that cover the shit, that promote. This is how they promote it. Joe Budden, this Carisha, which is really not a top, get some hate shit, but then I'm going to show you all the black, they get on it. Look, XL Magazine, Hot Hip Hop News, Complex, Vibe Magazine. Joe Budden did Carisha. Joe Budden did Carisha. Nori did Carisha. This y'all news, y'all. But it's still you, it's still a black man, a man dissing a female. Proving not only are y'all sore losers, y'all are the new bitches because she beat y'all. No, men, you the biggest losers. Sorry to tell, I got to keep it real, y'all. I'm sorry to keep saying this shit, but it is what it is, y'all. Disgrace. No. Y'all notice how Steve Harvey been laying low, right? All right. Steve Harvey sanctioned the shit. Why? This whole shit with Steve and Laurie was also an event that happened. It was promoting for men to sell off their daughters. Even though that's not his real daughter. It was promoting. Pass your daughter off for the right price or to the right man. You're going to see everything in this past generation was based on everything opposite of real parenting. That's what it was. Man, protect your daughter. He gave his daughter to the diddler. Huh? What they say about Steve Harvey. They say Diddy got dirt on him too. So you got to know, y'all, 250 cameras plus cell phones from 2008. Steve Harvey, nobody, this is what I mean by nobody could sleep until the diddler is finished. Nobody knows what Diddy was doing around these young people. What else you ain't getting? Lori Harvey could have been going to Diddy's house for years, for 10 years straight. Why? Justin. She's Justin's little friend. That's how it goes, y'all. But all this happened after Cassie, y'all. So here's my proof. He always controlled her, which means what? I don't think this was ever too real. Look how TEYANA looking at that camera, y'all. Don't it look fake now? You see it now? You see how fake it look, right? No, y'all. All of this shit was scripted. Let's go. Lori Harvey's romance fizzled out after 3 months. 3 months. Why? Because, man, it wasn't no real relationship. They was doing shit. Far as I know, after Cassie, the diddler started using them to take her spot. Far as I know, they were putting baby all on people, man. All right? So, this what it is what it's always going to be. This what Steve Harvey did. See, the industry is you signing up for that shit. This what they do. For the money. If Lori Harvey gonna get some shine with Diddy, go ahead. With Future, go ahead. Beat Michael, go ahead. Hey, as long as Steve Harvey like this, as long as I don't gotta take care of your ass because your mother draining my pocket, you and your mother killing my shit. So you gonna find somebody, and that's how it works. Pass her ass off. So in 2025, you can no longer blame nobody. Don't be no hypocrite, please. This whole shit is set up on how you interact. The industry is something you all love, but you didn't know the whole concept of giving your kids to the fire, that is you sacrificing your kids. The new way you've been sacrificing your kids is when you let them be in situations, you know they're going to fail, you know they might die, but you don't say shit. You gave them away, you just didn't know it. You know damn well that boy was going to go to jail or die one day, but you never said, you going to get a fucking job. Or you never smacked shit out his ass and say, you going to do what you're supposed to do, or you going to get your shit right. You didn't do that. So that's considered you sacrificing your kids. The secret is when you don't discipline your kids or you don't tell them right from wrong and you let the streets raise them, that's a sacrifice. You get your kids to the streets. You get your kids to the rap game. That's what this whole shit is. Now I'm going to show you what it means. Everybody believed in Hollywood. Everybody believed in the rap game. This was happening right now. All right? This what happened. This was happening right now. Whenever you say, what's wrong with these kids? No, y'all, they already got passed off. This is what I call a system. See the system? Steve Harvey, Lori. Remember back in the day, mothers and fathers would marry their daughter off. You gonna leave this house. They would do that shit because they didn't want to take care of your ass. We got 9 kids. The oldest, you gotta go. You gonna get married. You gonna do something. You going to the military, get your ass out of here. Tell you, man, that's where all that shit come from, y'all. Told you come from a certain era, man. But now we're gonna get into the now, 2028, the new shit. New world. So anybody don't get what this American cleanup about, the 2028 Olympics will be the New World Order party. Everybody's going to be here. Everybody from around the world will be in one state, Los Angeles. They're going to have games. They're actually going to be moving around the country. It's going to be also the biggest tourist event ever in American history. It's also going to be like a fair. It's also going to be a tourist situation. It's going to be where people can come scout new businesses, scout new housing, new investments. See, your life is a game, so you thought the Olympics was just a game. No, it's not just a game. It's going to be a lot of world meetings, political meetings. It's going to be a lot of business meetings. All this goes on under Olympics because sometimes this is the only time where people from all over the world can come together and sit down and talk, and that's how it works. It's also United Nations. It's the same thing. There's also when all the new technology come out. This is when countries share their technology. When I've been showing y'all the new hoverboards, the new sky bikes, all this shit I'm showing y'all, all that's going to be relevant by then. It's either going to be created by then or shown. The reason why I knew LA was going to get cleaned up is because of this. When this Olympics come, y'all, America will not be an embarrassing place. It will not be the face of crime. It will not be the face of ignorance. It will not be the face of poverty, destruction, death, dirt, all that foul shit we known for. Them days going to be over with by then, y'all. These days today are working to that date right there. That right there will be the ceremony before 2030. So when I say shit like what I've been telling you, a lot of people not going to make it. You just understand, from there to today, you still got 3 more years. So when I was telling people shit about playing around, nah, I told y'all in California first. I already told y'all what it is. See, I work backwards too. I told y'all out of love. Since people don't listen, that's why I trash your ass, man. You get love in the beginning, and in the end, you get trashed and dragged. Because now they're in California dragging for real. I told people straight up, I know it's just talk. I said, a lot of y'all, you better move. You better fucking move. I've been telling them, a lot of y'all, you better get out these cities. And when I say get out the city, I don't just move to another city, meaning you from New York, but you move to Houston, another city. No, I'm telling you, certain people, you bet if you have a family, you're not going to be able to make it in a lot of these cities. Money is going up every single year, and you ain't seen nothing yet. A lot of it's going to be on purpose. A lot of shit in the city going to be jacked the fuck up on purpose to keep you out. That's how it's going to be. Because cities are luxury. Cities going to be luxury. You look at it backwards. Okay, you know how now luxury is in the suburbs, rich gated communities. No, now they say we want prime real estate, inner city. The inner city where everything rich going to be at. We tired of living in the outskirts. We're going to flip that shit. Inner city is going to be the rich grounds you walk on. And if you want something cheap, you better go way out of city limits. That's how it's going to be. So when I tell you about this in the house box out shit, it's going to be by so many ways. It's also set up where, hey, you might have left. You might have had to leave because of flood. You might have to leave because of fire. But just know, shit going to be so high, you never coming back anyway. And you're never going to live anywhere. You're not going to be able to live in these neighborhoods no more. It's all financially, y'all. Let's say you want to move back to the neighborhood you grew up in. Say it's in the hood, in the city somewhere. That's going to be a privilege now. Wow, you from a city, right? Your hood is in the city. You from prime real estate. But now your hood you grew up at, that shit worth money. So you want to move back to that same neighborhood. It used to be 1,000. Now that shit 2,500. Because they made it where everywhere we was at is prime real estate. Meaning everywhere we lived was convenient. We took it for granted. We got more death than anything. Everywhere urban got destroyed. But the urban community is where all the prime real estate is at. So I'm telling you, y'all, a lot of this shit is for a lot of reasons. So you look at LA. They building other stadiums. They are building stadiums and building shit just for the Olympics. They're going to be going from state to state. LA, OKC. The tennis games here. The soccer games here. The running games here. It's going to be played out through the whole America, y'all. Now I want you to look at it like this. Let's flip the blackness. Meaning, did you think they was going to have all these migrants running around? All these gangbangers? All these drug dealers? All these sex traffickers? Let's imagine what would have happened if shit didn't get cleaned up. Then these people come here, they watching TV, seeing all American crime, all these killings, murder, slaying. No, y'all, overseas is not like that. For people that don't get the concept of what I'm at, the majority, y'all know I'm saying real clear. I'm talking to the hard-headed people from a department. They don't get it, y'all. No other country has killings. No other country has a whole lot of penitentiaries. But America is a country that made a lot of money off all that shit. The hospitals made so much money off all y'all shootings. All y'all shootings have made the medical field so rich. Because America is the home of education. So a lot of people got doctor's degrees, nursing degrees. But those goddamn shootings in the hood by those hospitals made a lot of money. They don't need that shit no more. What I'm telling you is this. Everything in this country that was permitted is not no more, y'all. So when I tell you it is certain people became the face of crime, that means, hey, since you're so proud to be criminals, I guess y'all about to get wiped out. Because you look again, they're not going to have people from all over the world here speaking 30 different languages. Tourists in LA getting lost on Skid Row. People walking up to you saying, excuse me, do you know where that's at? And you trying to rob them. Or y'all down there trying to sell drugs. Or y'all down there trying to sell pussy, a prostitute. No. Y'all hopping on planes. Nope. That's why they cleaning all that shit up now, y'all. And it's so much, it's going to take them a little while to do it. That's what it's about, y'all. Now, my people from New York City, you know how the city does when they clean up for tourism. It's the same shit. There's something you're supposed to always know. Tourist season, people go to jail. This is why the homeless is getting taken off the street now. It's a process. You hear about it in D.C. now, it's going to be 50 states because America don't want that embarrassment. People from all overseas, people coming from countries that used to be poor, that ain't poor no more. They coming to America seeing tents, seeing Americans walking around outside slump, high, laying on the ground. San Francisco got doodle on streets. Use needles. Dope heads leaving needles on the sidewalk and taking shit in the street. That happened in America. No, y'all. Told you this shit make kids your ass goodbye. Told you that shit last year. I ain't gonna tell you no more. You gonna just keep seeing that shit. What I been knew, first thing first gonna be gone. All black neighborhoods surrounding that shit. Inglewood, Clipper Stadium, all of that gone. No, regentrification is called. Y'all had the most important land, but all y'all turned it into was killing grounds. That's it. Killing grounds, party, 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 prop, 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 prop. That's all y'all did in all these cities. So now, y'all, it's up. It's over with. Either you can afford the city, you can't, that's on you. The cities are set up where you will not make it on welfare. You're gonna stay there, you're gonna be what you're doing, but you ain't gonna have a happy life. You ain't gonna be happy at all. So, LA cleaned up on streets, cleaned up with celebrities. LeBron didn't get better. Kid Cudi writing books. Keisha Cole missing. Jay-Z missing. Evacuated from Malibu homes. Why am I saying that? Because they got more fire, y'all. Another one. Another fight. Is it a coincidence California got all these fires this year? Well, just so happened they was the wickedest state. But I'm just going to keep showing y'all. More fires have started, y'all. King fire. And they also saying this fire is going over the same shit it went through already. Nope. I just showed you we got floods on the East Coast, fires in Cali at the same exact time. No, y'all. Los Angeles, LA will be different. More fire. California's second largest wildfire this year. Huh? You looking at the first fire. That Jay-Z and the rest of them, shh. The news didn't announce it till January. Then I found this picture of a live shot. It was from 2024, December. Guess what, y'all? This is how I was able to figure out that Jay-Z and Beyonce was homeless when they were doing Netflix. When Beyonce did Netflix, this had already happened to their homes, y'all. They've been homeless ever since. Hollywood got smoked out. Black Hollywood got kicked out. You forgot black people have parties?
So think all them blacks in Malibu. Keisha Cole having parties. Kid Cudi having parties. Jay-Z having parties. LeBron having parties. Diddy having parties. They got every black celebrity in Hollywood and Malibu having parties. Those people said, we want our fucking beach back. Y'all gonna get the fuck out of here. That's what happened. So let's go. What is a desolate city? You heard about desolate cities, right? You ever heard of that? Okay. A desolate city is a city that is empty of people, lacking in comfort, and often characterized by a sense of bleakness and emptiness, feeling lonely and empty, like shit is just fucked up. It can also refer to a city that has been destroyed, laid waste, or is in a ruinous condition. In a broader sense, it can evoke feelings of loneliness, isolation, and abandonment. Because California, you're on your own now. Told you what was going to happen, y'all. Not just California, anybody that think like that. Anybody that's against the grain, y'all. It is not just California. What I'm trying to tell you is desolate, destroyed. What I've been showing y'all, all these fires, all these floods, it is cities that are desolate, y'all. Power out. People not even there. But you will not see that shit on TV. You just got to know what's up. Also, you notice one thing. Every single place that got destroyed by fire, tornado, or water, when that shit get rebuilt, it's going to be double the price. When I tell y'all this year, this smoke you better. Now, let me also show y'all the unawareness. When I got this picture, 300,000+ people already saw this shit, over 250,000. So when I keep telling you, it is so many people in America that knows the truth. It's just that the people that know the truth talk different, walk different, relate different, and they don't deal with none of that fake shit that's make-believe. Because it's a lot of people in America that's ready for the new world, and we are the ones watching the old world die. That's why these cities are desolate. Everything going to be desolate because it's an old world, y'all. It's old. Now, we went from California. Let me show you New York, how it all relates. 3,000 mile difference. I'm going to show you isolation. Brooklyn homeowner losing house over unpaid water bill. So when I was showing y'all this homeless shit, people are going to be homeless for many different reasons. This is what I mean. You can live in a house. Doesn't matter. You can live in an apartment. You can live however you live. If you live a certain lifestyle and you didn't take care of certain shit, it's going to come back to get you. Here's your clue. He's a homeowner losing house over unpaid water bill. I also know that water bill got so fucking high, they just show him, we're not playing with you no more. When I say the old world was, I pay it when I feel like I'm work something out, they're not fucking playing with you no more. When you don't pay a light bill now, your water bill, that means you can't afford that shit. That means on paper, you might be staying somewhere, running up bills, wasting water, but you really can't afford that shit. This also to teach our lesson. Resources. You're going to pay. We're going to spank you up till you learn. Don't waste resources. Don't waste resources. Don't waste that water. Don't waste that electric. Don't waste that gas. You don't learn, so you're going to keep getting whipped. What if I told you it was unwritten rules? You will always get robbed because you were never taught about saving money on bills. Your brain still didn't learn that electric bill means money. Gas means money. Water means money. You didn't know that. You didn't know that when you run your electric up, that's like you taking money at the strip club, throwing that shit. That's what it is. Smart people know. Save that electric bill, save them thousands. Save on water, electric, I save on gas, I save thousands of my account. I might be working my ass off. I might not got a lot, but if I at least get concerned with my bills, I have something. People know that. People, then you got people that complain how they ain't got shit and run all their shit up. Like people still live in 2025 like their grandmothers and shit, like electricity is free, y'all. But to the people on public housing, this is not for you. But the thing is this, they know when you raised in public housing, when you finally got to pay electric bill, you still don't know how to handle electricity. Electricity is money, y'all. It's cash money. So when your shit lit in your house, you think of that. Cash money. All right? You got stove going, Wi-Fi, TVs, wash machine, a whole bunch of shit, right? Well, that's why your shit gonna stay a lot. You spend $2,000 extra every month every year on electric bills. That was a percentage of your car paid off. All right? So I'm showing you real time what I said earlier. See that? Green card holder detained in Texas. Now, my people that's racist, my people life based on skin color. Can you tell me what country he's from? Can you do that? Let me see you try it. What country is he from, y'all? Holla at me. Guess what he said? He said, send me back home. Why? He don't want to be in Alligator Alcatraz. That's why. He don't want to be in prison. He was in Texas. You have foreigners here. No, sorry. You had illegals here going to more states than us. You had illegals here having more fun than us. Why? We working our ass off trying to get shit done. They here getting free money. Life's a big vacation. Sending money back home. What else they doing? Raping shit. Doing whatever the fuck they want. Not getting caught. Not getting no trouble. This is what I was trying to tell y'all, bro. Bro, when this man not from here in Texas, he can go out, R.A.P.E. a woman, snatch him up a minor real quick, dip off, and they going to say some black man did it. Some black man did it. I don't know. The description going to be a black man. Meanwhile, this so-called black man is not from the country. But what does he know? You come to this country. If I want to do dirt, I disguise myself as a black man. When I was trying to tell you, this look was created for anybody to emulate or infiltrate. That's what it was for. That is the look. That look is a costume. That's one. It's the face of criminal. But that's the face where anybody know that come in this country. You want to blend in with the black community. You grow dreads, get a beard, they won't even notice you. And the woman will like you too. But that's not my point. This look is the look of the modern day criminal, y'all. Not a black mask. It's this look right here, y'all. When I will show you, damn it, everybody get locked up over that. It's called profiling. It's called classification. Because everybody that does dirt just so happen to look like that. So that's what makes it a criminal profile. The same way a hoodie is. It's a lot of shit criminal profile, I can tell you. But I'm showing y'all, he's not from this country, but he looks black. But you cannot tell me what country he's from, y'all. Because by y'all not having your own identity, y'all forgot y'all style and to be original, anybody can copy you now. So, being that anybody can copy, anybody can come amongst you and act like you. Because y'all are all the same. When I tell you that, you could be studied. You could be studied and learn. And then emulate it. And then I could take all y'all shit. That's how it works, y'all. If you know history, this is also how history was won. A lot of nations were conquered from within, y'all. You know, a lot of nations got conquered through marriage. And then the people are marrying. And then before it's all said and done, the people become you and you become gone. All right? And we're not going to talk about all the people that came and was getting married for money. They were paying for their birthrights. This is the example from today. This look means something else, y'all. It has nothing to do with nothing else. We think how shit look for our reasons, but that's not what it means. I'm going to tell you again. If I have gold teeth in my mouth, I still know that means criminal. It still means I might be a drug dealer. I might sell drugs and might not tell. It does not mean perfect, upstanding citizen. It doesn't mean clean-cut guy. So, but when I talk and when I carry myself, then they will know who I am. But off the rip, I know what it means. It means thug. That's what gold means. See, it's important when you know these things. You ain't no criminal, bro, but you're supposed to at least know your position. Yo, when I got my dreads, I look like a criminal. Hold on, let me tie these shit. You got to know certain shit. I might got to pick one. I got my dreads, but I might got to trim my bed up. I got my bed, but you gotta mean it. If you still want to get jobs, if you still don't want to be classified, you still don't want to get pulled over, you still don't want to be mistaken for a foreigner, you don't want to get ran out for nothing, you don't want to get smoked by mistake, you want to be a victim of identity theft, or you look like somebody else, you better find your own identity. That's what it's about. So I'm showing you, everybody look like the rap game, because the rap game taught the shit. It also means you love rap, you listen to rap. That's what it means, y'all. It's a lot of shit in American society. It's called classification, y'all. But I'm telling you, the reason why I'm saying this, before it didn't mean shit. Now it means everything. When I've been telling y'all this for a minute, everything means something now, y'all. Like how you grew up, how your fucking hair looks. Meaning if you groomed, how you dress, how you talk, how you think. Everything is based on that now, y'all. Every fucking thing. When you in the neighborhood, you wonder why people call the police on you. No, it's because of how you look. You look like you up to no good. You look like you don't belong here. It's how you look. I can give you an example. I can be in a neighborhood. They might know, who the fuck is that walking around? I could be jogging, right? But why they scared? Because I got on a black hoodie. I got on black jogging pants. I might have on a do-rag. They scared. But if I went in that neighborhood and I purposely put on a white shirt, some bright blue joggers, put a little gold chain on, I don't look like a criminal no more. Oh, he's just jogging. Classification is everything, y'all. It's just that you wasn't taught that. Or we was taught that you look how you want to look. I don't give a fuck. This is what I do. This is what I do. Nah, that's not what it's about, y'all. Classification now gonna mean your fucking life. So, meaning, see, you heard about back in the day, whites only, blacks only, discrimination. Now it's no more words. No more affirmative action. Meaning, you looking for an apartment. I don't give a fuck how you look. Guess what? You ain't moving here. I ain't gonna say shit neither. I'm gonna take your application. You okay? That's how it works now, y'all. You gotta understand this shit. You go into the bank for a loan. You and your husband look like straight thugs. Y'all look straight criminals. They probably gonna get this property and run this shit down. They look like they might lose this shit. They look like they might have a lot of company. That's what this based on now. The way you look, fuck around and get you high interest rates because of how you look. Tell you how the world is now, y'all. I'm just going to keep telling you. It ain't about what you like. It ain't about what you think. You will be classified whether you like it or not. All right? So, members only Sunday, y'all. And later on, you want to come chill with your boy, holler at me later. I'll be in the lounge. All right? We'll go to the top of the top. We're going to get out of here. It's Friday. Diddy's revenge coming soon, y'all. His family was out there looking pitiful, meaning I know to the industry, this shit didn't look right. Me looking at this, it looked like the industry left him for dead. And to me, I know that's disrespectful. Why? If Cuba Gooding Jr. stood up for his brother, Cuba Gooding Jr. breaks silence on Diddy. Like I said, I pray for him. I feel sympathy for Diddy. 2 months ago. If he was down with Diddy in the dirt, he stuck with that man to the end. I'm going to give him that. Now you're going to see it looked like everybody else left him to dry. But the thing about Cuba Gooding Jr., all the rappers was with Diddy before him, y'all. So you have your proof. The rappers are cowards. Family, I told you already. The rappers have nothing to do with Diddy. All the rappers stayed away from this shit because of the gay sex talk, y'all. Because of the baby oil and dildos. That is why they all stayed away from this shit. They didn't want this Diddy shit, this freak off thing to ruin their brands like he did. They all want to end up disgraced. They want to keep their face good with their brands, so they didn't want no parts of Diddy on them, y'all. Cuba Gooding Jr. don't give a, he don't got nothing on the tail. He don't care. So he let it be known. All right? But, like I said earlier, his little brother playing in your face. All right? Fake ass story. All this shit is manufactured they did, y'all. To destroy, to control the narrative and to keep it going. But you see right here, right? Let me show you right here. breaking news. How is that breaking news, y'all? How? Guess what else black media did with their stupid ass? Black media made a mockery of breaking news. They say anything is fucking breaking news because they fucking stupid. That's why. All right? That's why a lot of our people don't know the truth. They don't know what's real from what's fake. They don't know what's new from what's old because they say everything breaking news. No, it's called when somebody need a new topic and somebody need views, they're going to say breaking news. Family, we'll say it again. The word news really means what's going on. North, east, west, south. If it ain't no information, north, east, west, south, meaning some shit putting you on to what's going on, it ain't no fucking news. It's just gossip, talk, made up shit. That's it. You know what social media did? Look at it like this. It made it where me and my friends could play on this shit all day and make up stories. That's it. Yo, bro, I'm about to do this. He called me today. Yo, bro, I'm about to do this. Say this. Yo, bro, today, this whole week, we about to beef on this bitch. This whole week, son. The whole week, we going to trash each other, bro. You know, hey, yo, bro, you know how we used to joke? When we was in the building growing up, we going to do that shit online now, bro. Yeah, that's what we going to do. We going to roast each other. Simple. But that's what they've been doing all these years. All these fucking years, y'all. That's why I say they be pigging y'all. Meanwhile, let's look at Omar. Omar is getting exposed to, we know his dark secrets, because he was there too. Who else was there? CAMRON. Don't forget his name is CAMRON. All right? They go back. They got histories, dummy. They go back. They family. Cuba Gooding Jr., same exact thing as Diddy. Accused of groping penis, groping woman coochie, same shit. Certified meat tugger. Yup, that's what they do. But we too bad we know about CAMRON too. But I'm showing y'all how CAMRON been playing in y'all face. All week, this was fake news. It was no news. They made the shit up. Did it? They kept it real. CAMRON, he said they made it like CAMRON pranked him. He gonna put him in a film. But both of them know dead. Both of them know ain't no film coming out. They know that shit. Hollywood is blackballed. Black Hollywood is dead. Ain't shit coming out. Them niggas needed a topic, y'all. But they also needed to what? Take their attention off. But look, the word is, Omar, your brother's fruity. The word is, Omar, your brother and Diddy was lovers, bro. That's the word on yo, bro. All right? Y'all big brothers, Diddy and goddamn Cuba, were freaking off. Y'all probably was too. Meanwhile, they already roasted his brother. All of them, I'm going to tell you right now, all black celebrities been roasted. And they going to keep being roasted, and it ain't going to stop. That's why you're dealing with low-level celebrities. Omar don't do no fucking entertainment. He been washed up. I keep showing you. CAMRON have a career in 20 years. They're just playing. They need money. Shit. Bro ain't making no money. Big bro, he fucked up. Big bro got sued. You know, other big bro, CAMRON big bro got sued. They fucked up, y'all. So they got to play. Meanwhile, willing participants. He made me do it. Do what? He made me do it. He made me touch the rod. He made me go in the room. All my people know from day one what this about. A family. The same people making these memes. This shouldn't have leaked. They said Cuba on camera. Everybody know what this about. You solved our secret. Meanwhile, they making up fake news. Distraction. No. Your brother's fruity, Omar. You half your brother. You ain't shit. Stop it. You and CAMRON. This is the most attention you ever got. Nigga, you ain't get this much attention since Baby Boy. That's it. No career. Washed up. Meanwhile, they saying it's all of y'all. We know his darkest secrets. How the fuck you think his brother ended up in a lawsuit? Well, we already knew that. Cuba Gooding Jr. from day one. You don't think CAMRON knows the truth, y'all? Of course he does. CAMRON did not start cranking up that channel till Diddy got in trouble. I told you, don't be surprised the diddler behind CAMRON platform. Everybody brand is thrown off with Diddy because of Rockefeller and Dipset. But they forget. You might well say Diddy owned Def Jam too. They didn't get that part. It's just that if you was a gangster rapper, you gonna go to Def Jam. You wasn't gonna rap on Bad Boy. After Biggie and them died, Bad Boy wasn't for gangster rappers. He put you on fucking Def Jam. Thank you, Natasha. So it did get better for none of them. Y'all see it clear as day. So what are they talking about, y'all? What are they talking about? Can you now see this whole week of that shit was made up news, y'all? Can you now see it ain't no news? If it ain't Diddy, it ain't nothing. Why CAMRON didn't talk about Diddy yet, y'all? Why is CAMRON from New York, but he got Mama Combs and them outside looking bad? He ain't showed them no support, y'all. So I told you, the New York rappers are the most embarrassing because they from New York and they didn't visit that man yet. So how we know that? What do we really know? We know the New York rappers are the most ashamed of themselves, y'all, because they're the most willing participants. You know what this shit is about? New York. They never thought we was going to find this shit out what Diddy does. So it was cool to be around Puff. They didn't think we ever would figure this shit out. Nobody knew a Diddy trial would be in the future. So the New York rappers like, oh shit, they found out what we be doing. They know now. Shh. Let's separate. That's what all they've been doing, y'all. One, they'll be petty. I'm going to go into, ever since Diddy been locked up, and I'm going to go into all their topics to show you how weak as fuck they topics look made up. Just like this one. The two have been going back and forth since last year with Cuba dropping 3 disc records. No, that's to keep Cam popping on YouTube because he don't got shit. That's to keep them going. Beef back and forth the second time already. No, they don't got shit. If they ain't talk about Diddy, we don't want to hear their ass. Either be Cuba, either you going to support that man or you going to go against him, we don't want to hear shit. Ain't no news topping that shit. All right? Were you fucking with Baby on CAMRON? How long you knew the Punisher? Did you and the Punisher used to dance together? Did you work together? That's the question. Other than that, shut up. We getting out of here, y'all. Diddy rules them all. From that era to this era, he didn't spare nobody. He put their ass together. What am I showing you? Everybody down with Diddy will suffer. See CAMRON? He's suffering. You see TEYANNA? She owed 70 grand. Cause why? Her sugar daddy ain't here no more. The dealer is in prison. Her sugar daddy is in prison, y'all. These are the facts, Jack. These are the facts. Diddy control her ass. Diddy discovered her. He run that shit. Understand that. She worked for him. You ain't get it, though. Hopefully, I got it now. Lori, right here. Lori and TEYANNA. They was having a lot of fun, boy. That 50-year-old man was in the best fun of his life. So, if anybody don't get that other talk, just know he been doing this shit with Justin and them forever. Because they've been the front. Get it? The kids are the front. For dad to be at the house. Son, call your friends up. That's what been going on all these years. So I'm proving to you that Diddy been handpicked, selected a lot of them from when they're young. Then for you, they're going to be a star. Meanwhile, this what happened to Cassie. So I also think he did all of this shit to get back at Cassie, y'all. Make her fucking jealous as hell. This was right after they broke up, like not too long after that. All of this was to make her jealous. And you're going to see after this, here come that lawsuit. She said, that's enough, nigga. You ain't going to do it. You going to drag me and you ain't, and I ain't got no career. And no, Cassie, I got to get mine. Maybe if Diddy didn't do all this shit, he wouldn't have got that lawsuit, y'all. This was him antagonizing. But I'm going to tell you, I also think after she retired, she took her spot. And the baby all shit continued. The dildos and knocking niggas out with pink cocaine, all that shit kept going. He just had them doing it. And he was fonder than them young boys. My opinion, y'all. On that note, You got your proof. Steve Harvey sold Lori ass. What did Steve Harvey do? Sold her ass. That's what they do. That's Orlando Brown. That's Bow Wow. That's Nick Cannon. That's Lori Harvey. That's Blue Ivy. We can keep going. Keke Palmer. That's all of them. Britney Spears, Miley Cyrus. Here you go. That's sick. That shit for real, y'all. This how they did it thousands of years ago. Nowadays, they do it different. Did it the same way with his kids. Here you go. You can have them. They for sale. Hey, he said pick one. And you saw it. Hey, that's why I say, man, they be letting their kids be on Instagram. I told you there's a lot of reasons why I left Instagram. Motherfuckers got their kids on there dressed up a certain way. No, that means they for sale. I'm not a buyer. I don't want to see their ass. That means they're available, bro. That's what they do with their kids. They're available. So on that note, we're going to get out of here, y'all. We're going to end this darkness. Y'all holler at me later. I'll be chilling. All right? The VIP lounge. Catch me on Sunday. And you want to catch up with the real world. The new world. All right? Lights out, California. The good people, you'll be all right. You'll make it through. Everybody else, they will be ran out. California under more fire, y'all. More fire. More fire. So on that note, for sure, we out. Appreciate all of y'all, everybody that indulge in the show, everybody that appreciate, everybody that come back. Salute to all of y'all, man. This is where the real be at in the AM. We out.